Ayy, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm into. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh now they know us. See it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I'm fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ay.
Yeah, I stole from the church. Then, okay, the first time I definitely remember stealing was I stole from this lady's purse, a teacher at school. I was on, did I give it back? I probably should go up there right now and give a donation. That's probably what I need to do. It was this teacher at school, and I used to go to, what school was this? It was Douglas. I guess I was in House B at Douglas. I was in House A. I forgot. But this would have been like 1990. Okay, let me see. Hold on. If I graduated 8th grade in 95, it would have been like 1993 or something. Girl, that's so long ago. I can't remember shit. 30 years ago. Okay, that's how long ago this shit was. 30 years. So, I thought nobody even seen me steal that money out of her purse. I took $20 out of her, and I would take the money. I used to go to like, I remember with that 20, I went to the corner store and I got me some oatmeal cream pies. I got some vanilla ice cream. I got some of them toasted coconut donuts. I got me some tangy cheese chip. I was fed. I was still to eat. I was fed. We was poor, right? So I remember I stole from the lady purse, and I had got caught. And I said, damn, how did they catch me? Ain't nobody even seen me go in her purse. But they found each other. I had to go to the principal's office every day. I had to call my mama. I got my ass totally cleaned up. So that was the first time. The second time I remember stealing was at the church. The third time, this when I said I better stop this. I think I came to my senses after this, after the third time. After the third time, I said, this is, the third time I got caught. I said, no, I can't do this. It was like more like organized crime. I could have got a RICO charge. Let me tell you what had happened. I had this job, right? I told y'all this before. I had this job. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside. Third? I know. Girl, I was a kid. You kids do dumb shit because they kids. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft. It was in North Riverside, right? It was like, when you go into North Riverside, you gotta go past the Best Buy, and then on the right-hand side, before you go to the mall, there's the, it was Frank's Nursery and Craft, right? And I used to, I was on the cash register. Let me tell you what I used to do. So let's say you come and you come to the register and you do your stuff, right? You be like, okay, I'm gonna cash out. Back then, the credit card, everything was separate. It wasn't the same. So what I used to do is if your bill was like $37.41, right? I would charge your credit card $41 and whatever the cent is, and then take the $10 out the grocery store. Out the cash register. Out the grocery store, Lord Jesus. Out the cash register, right? So I would probably make about between like $80 and $100 doing that a day. Girl, today, I guess somebody down to the accounting department started doing a reconciliation. I thought you just started scamming. You a whole professional. I know, child. Somebody down to the accounting department started saying, wait a minute now, store number 672 look a little funny on the on the P&L. A day, child. I ain't do it like every day. It would be like, I'll probably do it like If I ain't work, I was a kid. I wasn't working every day. I was only working like specific days. So I would only do it like, let's say if I work 3 days a week, I would do it like 2 days a week. I wouldn't do it the whole time. Yeah. But yeah, I did that. It's one of my five. I'm not proud of it. Never sounds proud of it. Oh God, we thank God for deliverance. Oh girl, please. I ain't the only person.
This, you know what? This is the thing. It don't come up no more. This is as far as it come up. I guess I didn't get the one with the extra long handle on it. It's fine. This one, I like the spin mop. You ain't got to touch it. I twisted the pole. This is as far as it go up. It only go to 48. What's 48? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 feet. This 4 feet tall. This not 4 feet. This about 2 feet. This 2 more feet. This tallest it go to 48. That's it. It's not meant for me. It's meant for Maria. I love this mop. Girl, it don't the fuck go up. Extendable telescope. 22 to 36 inches or 36 to 48. Bitch, you got 2 choices. 22 to 36 or 36 to 48. That's it. It don't go no fucking higher than that. Okay? Now, do you want the flow clean or not? What the fuck do the size of the mop got to do? Girl, twist. I have twisted. Girl, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll talk to y'all later.
What's up, good Vipo? Let me know that you can hear me in the chat by typing DJ Messy Queen, or down, up, down, up, down, up, goddammit. Type it in the chat if you can hear me. Welcome to everyone viewing, all the Vipo on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm going to eventually get us back over there on Twitter, but I'm gonna have to upgrade my account in order to do that, and I just don't want to make that financial commitment right now. But thank you to everyone over here on the YouTube side and Facebook who is letting me know that you can hear me by typing Messy or Drama DJ Messy Queen or down up. Goddamn it. Corey Thomas, Darren, Terry, AR, Kaza. I feel like I'm Kazea, Jazzy, Precious, Miss AMJ, his MJ. Y'all gonna throw me off by having y'all names next to each other. Nicole Driver, Delilah, Alice, Don, 530 Media, Melly, Explore, Courtney, Mocha Barbie, Morgan, and Chocolate, and everyone else. My chat jumped. I got behind. Also, thank you to the 90% of you who have taken a poll over here on YouTube saying that you have liked and shared this video. Please, if you over there on Facebook as well as Instagram, please like and share this video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It is free to you, but it is invaluable to me and the growth of my platforms. Also, thank you to Shamika, who just became a channel member over here on the YouTube side. You are also appreciated, friend. Go ahead and check out that exclusive interview that is for channel members only of the young lady who Darius Crooks stole the tagline, "Food is my life and life is my food" from. Yes, he steals everything. So tonight is not focused on Darius Crooks, but the end of the second half of the show, we'll be covering her because, just like I said yesterday, she's so predictable. Yes, she kept the drama going. It started yesterday. She kept it going, and we got more to cover with the drama of her slandering Black women, successful Black women business owners, and she is relentless because she hates Black women. It's just clear as day. Some people still don't get it, but she keeps showing y'all. But tonight we have other topics as well. We're going to talk about an unfortunate story of a mother in Texas who basically chose to take revenge against her ex-husband and it cost her and her child their lives. Then the Drake drama, the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake drama continues. Today, there's some updates on some criminal activity happening and targeting against Drake, which I don't think is fair, but you know, people gonna be people. These is flying monkeys in every corner of these social media streets. I tell you, and some more dangerous than others. Then we have a Karen story, a Karen who felt so entitled that she wanted to take over the whole train. We're gonna get into that. Then another viral situation of a tattoo gone wrong. Then we're going to revisit we started talking yesterday about Pastor Keion Henderson, and there's been an update on that as well. I didn't expect that to be a two-part story, but it is, and we're going to cover it. Then we're going to go into our Darius Crooks segment and show why he is a toxic human being and why he has gotten the reputation of hating Black women. We're going to go through that and some of the history of that and some of his delusion. So, channel membership. For those of you who aren't aware, we do have a channel membership over here. The channel membership allows you to have custom emojis that only our channel members have, that you can see, you will see throughout the chat this evening, as well as it gives you opportunity for exclusive early release content. Right now, we have the exclusive interview out that I just spoke of, the exclusive one-on-one interview that I did with Chef J Record concerning Darius Crooks stealing her tagline. Also, we will have monthly live streams, hot topic live streams, where it be unfiltered and in conversation. You'll be able to come up and talk to me on the screen and all that kind of good stuff, and other exclusives and shout outs. And you get your little badge in the chat, and so people can see that you are a channel member. And as you, the longer you're a channel member, the colors change and the higher you get up, and it makes me notice your comments easier too. So when I'm pressed for reading comments, I will always prioritize channel members. So so if you want to join, you can join by hitting the join button below this video if you're on a mobile device. And if you're not on a mobile device, I don't know how to tell you to do it. But that's the best way to do it. Your phone or your mobile device, you'll see the join now button or join button, and that's how you join the membership. Also, and just for clarity, because I got the question yesterday and once last week, so I'll just get ahead of it. It is different from Patreon. YouTube channel membership is about content, is about this channel. The Patreon is everything else. That's me and everything else. Like today, I was out in the street, and the executive VPO, I went live with them twice today, and they were riding along with me, and we were talking about personal stuff and everything under the sun. There's no limits on the topics we talk about over there. So there's a difference in the two platforms. Okay, so moving on to our first story. We have this lady out of Texas and her young son. A Texas mother takes her life and the life of her 3-year-old child because she was going through a divorce and custody battle with her son. I'm going to read this article. This is a timeline. This is in People magazine. They give a timeline of what happened. So they say the sheriff details final moments of a mom who piled her 3-year-old son and herself. She told him to say bye to daddy. And so she sent the father. Well, I'll read the article because it gets into that. So it says authorities have put together a timeline of the final hours of a Texas mom's life before she piled her son and herself in an incident. On Thursday, May 2nd, the Bexar County Sheriff's Javier detailed the last moments of the lives of San Antonio residents Savannah and her 3-year-old son, Caden, who were found unalive with wounds at a park on March 18th amid a custody battle. They said the medical examiner's office previously confirmed that on May 1st that her passing was ruled that she unalived herself, and her son, she took the life of her son. The cause of death for both was the guns. So they were saying that Savannah left work at 12:49 p.m. in her 2023 Lincoln Aviator and traveled to her ex-husband's residence, where it is believed that she entered his home and damaged his personal items while the unidentified man was at work. So while her husband was at work, she went in there and destroyed his home. The sheriff added that it seemed that she then traveled to her home, and where it's believed that she was alone while she laid out wedding dresses on the bed and potentially fired 2 shots into her wedding portraits, which were also displayed on her bed with the bullet holes in them. They said they noted that the bullet shell casings matched the shell casings of the bullets found at the crime scene, where her and her son were later found. And she left her home and went to her son's daycare, checking him out at about 2:33 p.m. They said she FaceTimed her ex-husband around 2:46 p.m. Per the recording taken by the man. And she told him in part, "You won't have anything at all by the end of the day." She then drove to Tom Slick Park while her ex-husband simultaneously called authorities to make a criminal mischief report related to his residence. After a failed FaceTime call, Savannah sent her ex-husband a text that read, "Say goodbye to your son." After more failed attempts to reach him, Savannah made a 21-second video while at a drain ditch where the 2 bodies were later found. They said the video that was viewed by law enforcement, Savannah instructed Caden to say goodbye to daddy, which he did. She also kissed her son. Yeah, somebody saying sick. What was that? Michelle Philly. Yes. They said the video isn't graphic, but her intentions were pretty clear. So at 3:30 p.m., Savannah looked up cartoons on her phone. Savannah and her son's body were found in the drain ditch on March 19th, 19 hours after the video was made. And, the son, Caden, was in the center of a custody battle between his parents. And obviously we see why the father was in a custody battle, and he was probably trying to get full custody of his child, rightfully so. Yeah, such a sad story. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. And the level of maliciousness that was also clearly a part of this, because she's like really trying to hurt him by having his son, say goodbye to him, and then taking the life of her son and then herself, because she's a coward as well. Vindictive, sick, selfish, petty. Yes. Right. May Caden rest in paradise. So yeah, that's our first story. We're gonna spend too much time on that because we got so much to cover this evening. So then we're gonna move on to our next story, which is I don't know how many of you watched over the weekend. What was that? I can't remember now. Was that Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. I went live and we did the reaction to Kendrick Lamar's They Not Like Us diss track, which was a backup track from all the dissing back and forth between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And it has escalated beyond lyrics to actual hurt and harm to other human beings. Looks like it's possibly from fans. That'd be my speculation. So there's an article out here. Uh-oh. It's a little small. Let's see if we can make this larger. They are saying a security guard injured in shooting outside of Drake's home in Toronto. They said a man identified as a security guard for Drake was wounded in a pow-pow outside of the rapper's Toronto mansion around 2 a.m. on Tuesday, police said. The man was taken to the hospital with a wound, and they said a member of the Gun and Game Task Force said at a news conference at the scene on Tuesday morning, the suspects fled in a vehicle and remain at large. The police did not offer a description, but said the pow-pow had been captured on video. It occurred outside the gates of Drake's home, his 50,000 square foot mansion on Park Lane Circle in North York, in the North York neighborhood of Bridle Path in Toronto, but did not involve the rapper, the authorities said. Drake was previously permitted to build fences twice as high as allowed by the city law, citing the need for increased security. Obviously, we see this. The shooting followed a weekend of increasingly personal diss tracks traded between Drake and the Compton, California rapper Kendrick Lamar, whose long simmering music rivalry resulted in the release of 6 songs in 72 hours, including detailed attacks involving family members and claims of abuse against women on both sides. So what's horrible is that this has the fans have gotten involved, and we've already seen this. What was that? 20 years ago? More than 20 years ago? More than 20 years ago with Pac and Drake. I mean, Pac and Big. This doesn't have to go outside of the rap lyrics. And if there's any criminal issues on, Drake's side or Kendrick Lamar's side, let the law handle it. Y'all sit down. These old crazy fans. So there's also a little news clip on it. Having a brain freeze. I'm like, what am I trying to do? Here we go.
Developing shooting investigations from Toronto police, the latest in North York. This is known to be the home of celebrities in the bridal path. This sending one person to hospital. There is a live shot right now outside of 21 Park Circle Lane. This is widely known to be the home of rapper Drake. Details are still limited, but police say the shooting happened around 2 o'clock this morning. One man was rushed to hospital with serious injuries. No word on the identity of that person at this point. A suspect fled in a vehicle, but police say so far there is no description. Once again, this is a live look outside of 21 Park Circle Lane in the Bridle Path, which is widely known to be the home of Toronto-born rapper Drake. You can stay with us here on BT and on citynews.ca for the latest on this developing story.
So I'm seeing a comment here because, again, I literally just found out about this a couple hours ago, maybe like 2 hours ago. So I just quickly pulled it into the show. So I did not do any digging besides that article. But Exquisitely Fine is saying, I hear that the Weeknd's camp is responsible for this retaliation for some other incident. So is this even beyond is this beyond Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Now, it's interesting you say that because I also heard a little earlier, I forgot what I was watching. I think I was kind of it was a YouTube video commentary on the Drake Kendrick Lamar beef, and this guy just had his own commentary on it. I watched a little bit of it. But he was saying that there was also some kind of beat maker, like producer beat maker, who challenged other just general rappers, like of anybody, to come up with diss tracks against Drake, like anybody who raps. And it was going to be it's a contest. And the person who comes up with the best track that he likes, diss track against Drake, he's gonna give them free beats because he's, I guess, just some well-known person. I didn't catch names and all of that, but I was like, wow, I think this is getting big. I think that the real rap industry is trying to shut down Drake, like, completely. Because this sounds like a movement against Drake at this point, and it looks like Kendrick Lamar was kind of the Cassie, like P. Diddy, like the Cassie of this situation. That's what it's starting to appear like to me. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm gathering just at first sight, and the little bits and the bits I'm hearing. I see Miss Kim saying, and I don't follow. I'm learning more like in real time, but I don't follow rap like that. But I see Miss Kim saying Metro. So it was Metro Booming who did that. Metro Booming has skeletons in his closet too. Look like all of them do, to be honest. BBL Drizzy. Drake and Metro, if I'm not mistaken, have a beef as well. So yeah. It looks like, so if now y'all saying The Weeknd also involved, oh my God. If I'm from Toronto and The Weeknd doesn't have any goons or pool. Oh, okay. So Dana is debunking that, but I don't know. You said, oh yeah, 10K and free beats from Metro Boomin. So he offered not only free beats, but also he's offering them $10,000 cash for the best diss tracks against Drake. So they trying to flood the internet with dissing Drake. This is a movement. I don't think, have we ever seen that before? I mean, y'all probably follow it close. Have y'all ever seen this happen before? Where somebody has asked the general public to just create diss tracks against anybody? No wonder J. Cole backed out, because he didn't want any part of this period. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like it. Metro has SoundCloud artist dissing track. Now I want to go over there and see. I'm gonna check it out. I'm curious. I am curious. Well, Metro Booming tagline is, if Metro Booming don't trust you. Wow. No, not The Weeknd. He is lame when it comes to street life. I'm like him. Keep me lame and able to get to my senior years. I want to see my golden years. Chocolate saying this is definitely new. Yeah, I'm like, I've never heard of any. From a petty perspective, I actually love it. And if these things are true, and I know people hate on it, there is a such thing as people hating on people just because they are successful and you get to the top and everybody want to pull you down. Like, I get that. But there's also truth to some people are monsters and they make it to a certain place and then they, become predators. And so if that's the case, I'm all for it. But I don't know. Oh, and then the other part, because that wasn't it, was that they didn't stop with just going to Drake's house. They also went to his business. The OVO store in, what did they say the store was? God dog it, I don't forget. In London was vandalized. And I don't know how well you can see it on this picture, but somebody spray painted on the glass, "They not like us." So they even vandalizing this man's store, his business. So this is, I don't know, this seems a little different than the average beef to me. This seems a little different, but I could be wrong. But it seems a little different. Poll question, I'm closing out. Did you hear about the criminal attacks against Drake? 53% of you said yes, you have. 47% of you haven't. So it's almost half and half. It looks like the news is just starting to get out about this, but I've started seeing it everywhere this afternoon. So, thoughts and prayers with Drake. Hopefully it doesn't go any further than this. And I hope crazy fans stay at home and just listen to the music. No need to fight other people's battles. Let's go to our next story just for the sake of time. I'm trying to push it. We're doing good. 30 minutes. I got through almost at least 2 stories, almost 3. Okay, next story on our agenda is the story of the train. I just started calling her Train Girl. Train Girl, or Karen and the Train Girl. Have you seen this viral story of a Karen putting her feet on a woman at a train, on a commuter train? Here's the video. When it buffers and loads.
You're getting your fucking shoe off! Stop it!
So it is official. Last night, I experienced my first Karen. So here's the story. Every single night at 9:50, I head to work. Mind you, I live in Harlem, New York City, and my job is in Connecticut. So I had to take the Metro North to go to Connecticut for my job every single night. Per usual, on my route home, I hop on the train. At this time of the night, it is always pretty packed, so I gotta go to the first few train cars in order to find a seat. It was slim pickings because, again, it was busy. So I decided to sit in front of this older lady. Wasn't sitting next to her, was sitting in front of her with plenty of space between us, like a 2-seater facing another 2-seater. As I approached and sat down, she was, sitting in her seat, legs crossed to the side, minding her own business on her phone, whatever, cool. The second I sit down, she leans into me and goes, "Can you move to the seat next to you?" And I look at her puzzled and I'm like, why? She goes, "Because I want my feet where you're sitting." I didn't answer. I just looked at her, kind of like. She goes, "So, are you gonna move?" And I looked at her, I said, no, I'm not moving. She's like, why not? I told her because I'm sitting here. So she said, "Well, I want my feet up and there are plenty other seats for you to sit in, so you go move so I can put my feet up. I'm an old lady. I think I have the right to do so." I said, I'm not moving. Sorry, but I have every right to sit here. And from that point on, she starts mumbling to herself, insulting me and whatever. And as I'm sitting there minding my business, trying to get my ticket ready for the conductor, she starts sliding down in her seat. Mind you, this woman is 71 years old. The way your back is positioned like this is not good for your back nor your posture. You should not be doing that at your grand age. So as she's sliding down the seat, she is now sliding so her feet are invading my personal space. And she is now touching me with her feet against my legs. And I thought at first it was an accident. Thought nothing of it. I was like, okay, maybe she just doesn't realize how close she is to me. I bring it up to her and I ask her, I was like, "Sorry, ma'am, but you were touching me. I would really appreciate if you would not do that." She said, "Oh, well, you're sitting where I want my feet, so I'm going to continue to touch you until you move." So I repeat myself. I say, "I'm becoming very uncomfortable. I would really appreciate if you moved your feet and stopped touching me." She again said, she's like, "I'm going to do what I want because you're sitting where my feet should go." So at this point, she picks up her one foot, puts it to the left of me on my thigh, and is now wrapping her foot around my ankle. So clearly, because she's old, she must have not heard me the first 2 to 3 times I had asked her to please stop touching me and leave me in my space alone. So now I'm yelling. So now everyone on the train can hear the situation because you're not going to make me uncomfortable like that, and you're not going to invade my personal space and harass me. Once I start yelling, she then puts her foot up my face like this, her dirty bottom of her sole. The conductor finally comes over and is like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's all the yelling?" So I start to tell him what's happening. Mind you, she's still touching me and refusing to move her feet away from me. And this is where I realized that I should be recording this for my own safety, so I did.
Long time and she just is.
That's why
She's been in the fuss.
it's anywhere they want.
She's been crazy.
You were actually harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. Do you realize that?
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
And this is up until I decided to stand here. Your feet were in your space. Please, thank you.
I think you should stop the train for her.
You decided to move your feet and touch me. Get your feet off of me! How fucking dare you? You're 75? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You were acting like a child. You!
You're the child. have the whole train to sit on, but you want to sit with me? And
These are empty seats. There's plenty of space. You did not decide to do this until I sat here. You were the one causing the issue. You decided that you were all high and mighty. You got to sit in your high pedestal. And when I decided to come sit here, you decided to cause a problem. And you were still touching me.
if you continue to sit there, I don't know if you'll be fine. Look at all the seats right here.
No, I'm not going to move because this is ridiculous. You are the one who was harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. You're touching me. Get the fuck off of me. You're getting your fucking shoes off. Stop it.
Fine.
No. How about that, bitch? What's the issue? Your feet are still right there. But my feet here, they're in my space. You're taking up the entire area. This does not belong to you. That seat you paid for does. Not right here. This is where I paid for so I can sit. Thank you. You too.
When I put my feet up, I'm going to put them up.
No, the fuck you're not. And I hope he's got a cop on the train. Yeah.
I'm sorry that this is happening. No, you can't be mad. I'm not that sorry. She's fine now. She's calmed down.
No, I'm still not okay. I'm just trying to have an anxiety attack. Please.
You just have to separate, that's all. It's all good.
I'm going to put my feet up eventually. She's not going to like it. She doesn't move. But right now, we're fine.
No, because she wants to put her feet on me.
There's even seats up there to put your feet up.
So the situation had escalated to the point where the conductor grabbed the cops because what I was doing clearly wasn't doing anything. I know. But I am a person who has very severe anxiety. So I was getting to the point where I was having a panic attack. The police came and was trying to talk to me. And I gotta say thank you to the woman that was sitting behind that hag who stood up and told the cops what was happening, because I was in full-blown panic attack mode. I couldn't verbalize anything. And whilst I'm having a panic attack and I can't speak, I'm crying because I'm overwhelmed, this lady is mocking me for being anxious and talking shit while I'm trying to talk to the cops about what's going on and what she's doing to me and how she's harassing me and probably even assaulting me at that point. But it got to the point where they ended up diffusing the situation as best as they could. She pretty much got a slap on her fucking wrist of don't do it again. And they walked me to a different area to sit instead of removing her from the situation. But that's besides the point. So,
I'm just love reading y'all comments there. I saw 75% of you had not seen the story. When I saw it, I was like, this is crazy. Because I wouldn't have been able to sit there that long with all of that back and forth. There's no back and forth. There's no discussing whether or not you get to put your dirty ass foot on me. I don't care how old you are. You don't get to do that. There's a comment from Bobby Light, if any of you familiar with the social media influencer turned reality show person. He says, girl, I would have just moved. Not every battle is worth fighting. You were the problem. Bye. All these comments just goes to show the state of mind society has. Sometimes it's best to let it go. When you learn that lesson and truly grasp the concept of what it is to be at peace, then you will see how petty things won't excite you. Be blessed, everyone. So in his opinion, the young lady, as some of y'all calling her young Karen is the petty one, not old Karen. I don't know. Let me close out this poll question. I'm going to ask. The poll question I have here is: do you think that she should have, that they should have made Karen, aka the older woman, move instead? 93% of y'all say yes. Next poll question is with Bobby Light's comment I just read. He said that young Karen is the problem. She's the one that wanted to keep up mess. She should have got up and moved to have peace. And this woman and everybody else like her, all the other old Karens out there, should have the right to put their feet on anybody they want to and make a move. That's appropriate in society. And anybody who pushes back against bad behavior in society, y'all the problem. Y'all want drama. Y'all don't want no peace in life. That's what Bobby Light say. Because he's a trusted source. He's a very responsible person from what I've seen on TV. All the drunk times I've seen him on TV. Then there was another comment, which I thought was interesting, because my whole thought was, how was I going to handle that? I said, my first thought was I would have grabbed her foot and twisted it real quick. I would have snapped her ankle. That was my thought. Like, snapped it real good. Well, I would have gave her a warning snap the first time. Like, I'll keep on. And the second time, if that would have been, if she was dumb enough to do it the second time, it would have popped. She would have at least been limping. But this person had a better idea, because mine, with me being, y'all, I'll be doing Cash App fundraisers for Vail. Y'all be like, what Vail? He ain't been here in weeks. Vail in prison for snapping the old Karen's ankle. And she said he was trying to rob her. You know, they've been flipped the narrative on me. And Darius Crooks would be backing it up. Yeah, he's always been a thief. Get him. I'm a witness. You want me to sign an affidavit? Old Karen? Val B? Yeah, he's a crook. He actually kills somebody too. Get him. This person, though, I think had a better idea than mine for the first stage. Says, I would have taken her shoe off and thrown it down the aisle. I was like, that's good. Because that's not hard. I mean, you can't get arrested for that. You can't get arrested for that. That would have been good. That to me was a perfect one. Ain't no prison time behind it. She gonna be embarrassed. She ain't got no choice but to go get her shoe. Then you kick in her butt as she bends down to get her shoe. Just kick her. I was like, that's good. See, I need that. See, that's why I don't like people to take me there, because I don't have that in between anger, like that in between movement or action. I don't never think of them in between one. I just go from calm to like, oh, I went too far. That middle one just never comes to mind. But when somebody misses, I'm like, that's better than snapping her ankle. That's better than breaking her ankle. Yeah. But that's why I don't like people testing me. I'm like, please don't, please. Not for me, for you. Please don't test me. Don't take me there, please. Poll question, we're closing out. Do you think that wait, did I just put the same poll question out? It's supposed to be one about Bobby Light. I don't know. Did I? I don't know what the hell I just did. Hold on, that's the wrong poll question, right? Let me ask y'all if y'all agree with Bobby. I don't know what the hell I just did. Don't worry about it. We're moving on. Who cares? Bobby Light's foolish. Next story is this person got on TikTok. TikTok is the bane of our existence. It's good, and sometimes it's just too much. It's giving too many people access. This used to be an exclusive club. Now everybody could get on and say anything on video for hundreds of thousands of millions of people to grab onto. So this guy gets on and he asks a question. The man asked if he was wrong for ending a 5-year relationship after his girl got a tattoo in honor of their deceased baby father. of her deceased baby father. And here's what he had to say.
Question, am I wrong? I just ended a 5-year relationship with this woman because she found out that her baby daddy got killed about 2 weeks ago. And she always told me how they was close. They good co-parents, and I ain't gonna lie, everything been straight. Never thought anything of it. But she just texted me today talking about she went to the tattoo place and got his name tatted and shit, talking about RIP him. Bitch, what? Bitch, that shit over with. She got this nigga name tatted. She like, oh, but he's dead. That's my child's father. We had a good bond, and I'm forever sad. And all this shit. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You single. Obviously, your loyalty lied with that nigga. So, I don't give a fuck if it's been 5 years. You got this nigga named tatted. Can't he your baby daddy? Get her obituary.
So that was whatever his name is. Big Bake is what his TikTok name is. Poll question I'm closing out is the woman he speaks of, his now ex-girlfriend, I guess, or ex-bitch. Let him tell it. Is she wrong for getting a tattoo of her deceased baby father while in another relationship? 77% of y'all say yes. 23% of you say no, she's not wrong for that. I was like, I thought through it, and at first I was like, because I don't like people trying to control you in relationships. Like, I'm real sensitive to that kind of stuff. But then when I thought about it, I was like, that would bother me, because I'm like, you that in love? Are you still in love with him? Like, in that way? Because there's a lot of ways to memorialize somebody. And a tattoo is, to me, if you're doing it of somebody, it's for your parents and your children. Maybe siblings. It's got to be a blood relative. Anything outside of that is you doing too much. Now, I know some of y'all got other people's names on your boyfriends, girlfriends. Y'all done crossed out one and put the other one on, put a flower over them after y'all broke up and all that. That ain't gonna never be my story. That ain't gonna never be my story. If you ain't a blood relative, you ain't getting on my body. Your name ain't getting on my body. It ain't happening. I don't care what. Be like, well, you don't love me if you don't do it. You got to do this to prove your love to me, because you all out in them social media streets and you got people hitting you up in the DMs and they need to know you belong to me. And if you don't do this, I don't know if this gonna work. Okay, well, I guess this ain't gonna work. But we've been married for 10 years. Oh, well, but if you're saying I gotta have a tattoo to prove something to you, I guess this ain't gonna work. Glad we got a prenup. The other part of this that grieved my soul as I was listening to this, because I don't know, y'all be doing stuff now that I'm like, where does this come from and why is this normalized now? He called her a bitch a couple times. My poll question, I know people do this while they in relationships. I feel like he called her that when they was together. I don't feel like this is based on him being mad about a tattoo. Poll question is, are you okay with your man casually calling you a bitch? Bitch, come in there. Bitch, why you playing with me today? Bitch, why you answer your phone? Like, are y'all okay with that? Is this a new thing? Because I ain't grow up like that. I don't know. It don't feel right. It feels very disrespectful. 7% of y'all are like, it's okay. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, why? Why is it okay? I even have a problem with the bro. I saw somebody else on social media. I forgot where I saw that, but I think it was a lady, an older lady or something. Somebody, maybe it was a guy. I can't remember. Somebody was like, your man shouldn't be calling you bro. You're a woman, your man, like, bro, quit playing with me. I've seen that, like, with the younger generation. Like, huh? I don't know. I just kind of grew up different. Oh, was that Corey? Oh, God, please. No. I'm agreeing with Corey Brim. No. Oh, my life is falling apart. Oh, Lord. Y'all seeing me crash and burn. I've been indoctrinated by the flying monkey hags. That was Corey. How dare you remind me of you should have acted like you didn't remember. I can't be agreeing with Corey Brim of all people. I'm not no drunk. Let me stop. But yeah, I was like, it was bothering me in this video, him saying it like, well, you casually calling her, yeah, this bitch, blah, blah, blah. That just dropped down to 6%. 6% of y'all are okay with it, though. You okay with your man calling you a bitch? You're not no bitch. You are not no bitch. You're not a female dog. When I grew up, that was what a bitch was, a female dog. You are not a female dog. You are a woman. You are a lady. You his honey bear. You his sweetheart. You his boo thing. You can be all those good things. You ain't nobody's bitch. Not even Darius Crooks flying monkeys. Y'all not his bitch. Anyway, moving on to another story of a man who it's a little harsh with women, if you ask me. Some of y'all okay with it, though. Some of y'all okay with it. He's a man in leadership. He can do what he want to do to us. We have the story we are revisiting of Pastor Keion Henderson. I'm putting the poll question out we put out last night. Have you seen this? Let's just see how the numbers have changed. Y'all know I'm a little geeky over here. I like stats and figures. I'm just curious. What was it last? I forgot what the numbers were last night. But have you heard seen or heard of this viral clip of Pastor Keion Henderson hushing a woman up in the church during worship? Get her, hush, in the name of Jesus. Have you seen the clip? If you haven't, I'm gonna replay it from last night. The clip we have. Here you go.
I lift my hands in I lift my hands in. Shh. Hey. Stop her. Shh. Hush, hush. Shh. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands into the only voice I want heard is his. So praise.
So that's the pastor. Hush, dog. Hush, B-I-T-C-H. Because that's what this mean to me. B-I-T-C-H. Hush. Heel. Sit. I don't know. It's the snapping for me, though. I hear what everybody else said about it, all the other. That's what they do in church. Church, you got to be in the order. I'm with all that. But hush. Heel. Give me your paw. That's what that feel like to me. That part I can't do. There's an article. I haven't read it, but I'm going to read it now from the Shade Room. They say, let them know. Pastor Keon Henderson addresses the backlash after telling a woman to hush during his sermon. He speaks out addressing the backlash after telling a woman to hush. On Monday, May 7th, Pastor Henderson and his wife, Shawnee, appeared as guests on the Tamron Hall show. I see some of y'all trying to get ahead. Some of y'all like to get ahead of my show and be like, he was on Tamron. And then I say I was giving an update. Why are you telling what I'm going to give an update on before I get near it? He's on Tamron. Anyway, on Monday, May 7th, Pastor and his wife appeared as guests on the Tamron Hall show. That same day, a promotional clip of their appearance was shared via the show's official Instagram account. The clip has Hall asked the pastor to explain what happened in the viral video of him silencing a congregant. And so I'll just play that. We ain't got to read that. Did they remove it? It don't matter. I got it here. Here we go. For those of y'all trying to get ahead of the show, here it is.
Video is not the total story. Yeah. So tell me what happened there.
Well, social media is into cuts, not context.
Yeah.
And every suggestion that I got from every naysayer, I've already done. This is a 4-year battle, right?
Oh, this is ongoing.
This is ongoing. So I've already talked to her personally. I'd already had ushers go up to her. I've already had prayer warriors. I've had everything. So she did it publicly after being asked not to.
What is she? Is she is an emotional?
Well, as a pastor, I know the difference between disturbance and worship. And what people have to understand is that every time you hear a noise in church, it isn't worship. And so there has to be order. For instance, it's okay to applaud in this room right now. But if somebody got up and just started clapping right now, I'm sure somebody would bring order to the room.
Yeah.
And so what I did is I brought order to the room so people could hear God and not her. And I'll do it again if I needed to.
So he gave clarity on his stance on, what went down. The fact that this, again, like people were saying when I read it last night, I read the chat messages. Some of the comments I said that were under some of the posts, etc. And people who said that they were from that church explained that she was doing that all the time. This wasn't an isolated incident at all. And that that she deserved it, etc., etc. And I get what he's saying. I'm glad that he got a chance to actually express himself and had a platform thanks to who he's married to, because the average pastor wouldn't have got that. But that's good. I still take issue with the hush. Like, if it's been 4 years of that, and he said he's tried everything else that everybody else was saying, why is she still in the choir? Sit her down. Sit her down. Why is she still in the choir if it's that big of an issue? Now, if it wasn't that big of an issue to you and you like, oh gosh, she just irritating me, but whatever, then let her stay up there. But if it's to the point that you felt like it was disruptive, why allow her to continue to be on the stage? Because that's what it is, the stage with the mics. And I don't know if they had the mics in their hands or if they above them, where she can be heard even more. Get your tail up out there to the congregation there. If you don't know how to act up here, get down there. That's my thing. And to me, you handle that now. Heel. Sit. That was my issue with it. Especially for 4 years of this. 4 years of this, and she's still up there? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Mimi Waters. Let me get to these comments. Does this? Oh, it didn't start it. How does that work? Hold on. Let me try to find you. Oh, Lord. I don't know where it's at. But thank you so much for the super sticker. Mimi Waters is saying, I thought it'd be right here. Where is it? Y'all, it'd be so many chat messages that stuff just gets lost and I cannot find you. I see it on my live chat, but I don't see it in my StreamYard to be able to display you on the screen. But Mimi Waters is saying hashtag Team Pastor Keion. Amen to you, friend. You have been heard. I still stand where I stand. Poll question we're closing out. Have you seen this viral clip of Pastor Keion Henderson hushing the woman during a worship service? 81% of you say yes. 19% of you say no, you haven't. Well, now you have. Then, as we said, we were going to be talking about Messy Crooks today, DJ Scumbag, DJ Ruckus, DJ Scammy Scam. And she saw an opportunity to get stirred up in some mess because she likes mess. She's a conflict magnet. She likes to be in it. Oh, let me read these two because I pulled them in first. Read these two comments. Then we're going to go get to Darius Crooks made comments as well. This person says, I love when public figures get the opportunity to share their side of the story. Thank you at Tamron Hall for giving this brother an avenue to express this. So there's some people who definitely are happy that he was able to get his version of the story out because, you know, social media will take a clip and run with it for sure. I feel like over here we had it because there were comments under the video saying, hey, this is not the first time, but some people don't read comments and they just react off the video alone or a clip alone. Comment over here is, anyone who has been to a black church regularly knows it's always one. I told y'all last night. There was one in my church. Let me do a poll. Let me do a poll of that. That wasn't even my plan, but let me do a poll. Was/is. I ain't trying to do all caps. Was/is there one at your church? So whether you go to church current, present day, or you once did, you grew up in the church or whatever, have you also seen this? Did you know of somebody who did these theatrics? I told y'all my story yesterday of the lady. Every time our pastor, Reverend James T. Meeks, well, he's now retired, but James T. Meeks, formerly of Salem Baptist Church of Chicago, every time he announced the sermon, run, but don't walk with your vision. The lady in the back, woo! That's what we like. Girl. For years. I feel like when we moved to our mega church, our stadium church, is when I stopped hearing her. I feel like she was doing it in the very beginning, but that's where I don't know if we just wasn't going to the same services no more or what. And she used to always go to the 8 a.m. service. No. She would go to the 8 a.m. service. And what was our next service after 8? Was it the 9:30? I feel like it was maybe 8 and a 9:30. Both of them. Woo! Like she hadn't heard the title of the sermon before. Girl, you just heard it last service. You're not so. Everybody handles it differently. Was or is there one at your church? 69% of you say yes. So y'all agreeing. Anyone who's been to a black church regularly knows there's always one. I've had that experience too. And not just at my mega church that I'm telling y'all about, but at other churches I attended as well. So, and not saying it's right. Now, I'm not justifying her actions at all. What I'm just saying is that, hush, heal. That I got a problem with. I just feel like she shouldn't have been up there in the first time if it's been 4 years of that. And it was that much of a problem that the ushers have talked to her, the deacons have talked to her, the security's talked to her, the motherboard has talked to her, you have talked to her. Why is she still up there? Why is she still up there? And that would have just been the last time she would have been up there. Well, she would. For me, I ain't got that much patience. She wouldn't have been able to do that for 4 years if it was bothering me. She been mad at me, got a little church hurt, and she been changed her membership. That's how I roll. You can't torture me for 4 years with your chaos and shenanigans. So Darius Crooks also got involved. DJ Ringworm, DJ Reject got involved with it and had his 2 cents to add for clicks, views, and engagement. I actually have never read. I grabbed this the other day, and it's a blind reaction. Y'all know I don't be reading this stuff. I just pull it because I know it's drama and shenanigans. Lord God. We are moving into this Darius Crooks part of the show, just FYI. I'm going to play a little interlude in a minute, but this is connected to this story, so we're just going to get through it. Darius Crooks says, I talk a lot of shit about the church, but Pastor Keion was not out of line. Here's my thoughts. Number one, we saw a clip. You weren't in the service. I wasn't in the service. How in the entire hell are you watching a 60-second clip and making 100% decision about what happened? This girl act like she ain't never jumped to a conclusion over a clip. She is too much. What if we heard one part of your story and then judge your whole life? Kind of stupid, right? She and her feelings about how she's known as a scammer, even to those that don't even quite know why. That's what's bothering her. She mad because they see the clip I keep playing of her churches, purses, and registers. Her robbing as a baby being a baby thief. And she feel like all y'all seeing is a clip of me admitting to being a thief and racketeering and saying I should have got RICO charge. That's not enough to judge me off of. That's what she doing here. 2, cool. So if you're not born and bred in the church, sit this one out, because you don't know nothing about how people should or should not respect you if you ain't been in the church before. That's her philosophy. For those of us who were reared in the church, Mars Hill MB Church, and my grandmother had me there 9 days a week. We've all been in services where the energy has shifted. 3, it ain't even gotta be all that deep. So why the hell are you writing this whole essay, this dissertation on a 60-second clip? If we are customarily about to go into offering, but the pastor has been prompted to pray for struggling mothers or a special offering for those who need food, then we shift with the Spirit. I grew up Baptist, so we aren't high on the charismatic scale. But for my Pentecostal, Kojic, and more charismatic folk, you're used to the Spirit shifting often. And that's no dig. But your service kind of takes on a life of its own. I've been to Baptist churches that do this as well. I have. Number 4. If this was in fact what happened, he has total right, authority, and agency to dictate how he runs his service. He's the pastor. And the last time I checked, your authority and submission is absolutely required. She sounds like an old cult leader, don't she? Even when you don't agree, you can't have your own mind. That's her. So she indoctrinates her followers like this as well. She acts as though she is the pastor, aka cult leader of a group. This is her behavior. Because I don't know what church you go to. Now, I heard of this kind of behavior from pastors who acted like cult leaders, and they got they congregation to fall in lockstep and act like a mob of just flying monkeys. I've seen it, but that's not normal. That's not normal. You can't want him praying over you when you want, but can't submit fully to his authority. Did he marry you? What? If you have an issue, start your own church. Here's the problem, because some people put so much faith into a pastor, a minister, and then they get led astray when they find out he got 15 kids outside of his marriage. And he's stole from the church and all that. Not all pastors, I'm not saying that. But when you fully submitting to these people, you get your feelings hurt. This is how you get led astray and bamboozled, hoodwinked. Number 5, I get that people view church as a place to revere and worship God, because that's who you should be submitting all authority to. Honestly, that posture should be a lifestyle and not dictated by the 4 walls of a building at the start of the week. Girl. In fact, if in fact it was the Holy Spirit, how was she able to immediately be quiet? Some folks do entirely too much at the wrong time. Like you dragging your former friends, like moments at, becoming former friends with people because they had a downturn in their business, and then you immediately run to social media and drag them and try to slander them and disgrace them, and then put all their business out there. Is that like that kind of doing entirely too much? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. 6, lastly, thank God. That's why I never read this. Y'all don't understand how much I do for y'all. Hit them like buttons. What are these likes at? 187 likes, 315 viewers. And I'm torturing myself reading this bullshit for y'all. Y'all don't get these likes up? Please and thank you. It's free to you, but it's invaluable to me and the growth of my platforms. Thank you. So I got to do it the kind way. 6, lastly, she's in the choir. She's not a lay member. The assumption that there is some sort of pastoral relationship is permissible here. If she's been around for a while, I never see an issue with a shepherd herding his sheep. Never. Exactly. Because the type of disrespect that we saw, he does to them, or even worse. Bitch, if you don't shut up, bitch, you don't go no higher. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You stupid bitch. So, of course, he ain't got no problem with somebody. Hush. Of course, he ain't got no problem with that. He's a monster. He's a cult leader. He's an internet cult leader. He's a narcissist. He's a sociopath. Of course, he has no issue with that. Are we supposed to be surprised? Oh, God damn it. How you going to say lastly and then have another one? Wait, did I read that? Oh, no, that was it, right? What did I just read? No, he said lastly and 6. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Let me finish it. 7. How lastly is 6 and then you go to 7? 7 is supposed to be last. It got me all excited. 7. Even the choir member has responsibility. Let me say this again. This girl act like she is just the queen's bees. What is it? The bee's knees. Who gave you authority? DJ Taco Meat. Who gave you authority? DJ Scampa. I guess she thinks she done scammed her way to authority. Number 7. Even a choir member has responsibility. Let me say this again. Even a choir member has responsibility. Yep. Just like the deacons and the trustees. You're a member of a collective. That comes with structure and discipline. If you're not able to conduct yourself accordingly, perhaps consider a ministry more well-suited to your level of submission. This girl. Because that's what she's trying to get her. Thank you, Jackie, for gifting the 5 Velby Reacts channel memberships. I appreciate you for that, friend. And CJ did it on Friday, I think it was, on one of them days. And I didn't see it until after the show. So thank you also to CJ who gifted 5 memberships on last week. So yes, Crooks just wants people to submit. Crooks says, I'll end on this. Thank you, Jesus. I've been seeing comments from folks who've been in church for years. I mean, y'all sing in the choir, usher board, teach the classes, work the altar, and feed the hungry. And your attitudes are shitty as fuck. She always got that mirror facing other people when it belongs to. If you don't quit turning your mirror around towards other people, your attitudes are idiot as F. You lucky I can't just keep using that word. DJ Itty. No wonder these pastors are quitting or even worse, unaliving themselves. Can you imagine pastoring you? Child, I'd rather drink battery acid. She just nasty for no reason. This based on a social media post. Yesterday we talked about it. I gave my little commentary, my little opinion. I wasn't like, if you don't believe what I believe, you the effing problem. You the problem because you want to submit to your pastors. You so stupid. Because somebody don't think like you think. Because somebody don't have the same life experiences as you. The trauma. Or they didn't grow up in the church stealing out of church ladies' purses. They less than you. because they didn't learn how to grift off the church, because they didn't learn how to mimic what a pastor does in order to build a cult following online. They less than you. Girl, don't stop it. She's just the worst. But she wasn't done. She wasn't done. Go ahead and play this. Ugh. Where is that? Is it? Where's that? Hold on. Where is it? I did pull it in. This did this to me yesterday. Hold on. I know I pulled it in. Where is it? Okay, let me pull it in again. Oh, no, I know what I did. Okay, no, because I got to share it because I did find out the problem with the audio thing. Y'all know I played all these clips for y'all. No issues with the audio. Then I got to this other one that I want to play for y'all and realized the reason why I have these issues is because I recorded from my other computer. So it's a whole thing. I need to figure out some stuff, but at least I now know the problem. So this one I have to screen share, which means the sound is going to be different. Hopefully it ain't going to be bad though, but we'll see. Hopefully I can still get it loud enough for y'all. This is Darius Crooks. Now he wasn't done. He did this post. I think he did this post. If it was yesterday, I think earlier in the day, by the evening, he has to go live about this. He has to go live about this. This is bothering his spirit so bad because as a cult leader, hearing what people got to say about a man in leadership hushing people and walking through life like that makes him think of himself. And he like, y'all critiquing him, and it's making it feel like how y'all critique me, make everything personal. So she all revved up about it. So she comes on her YouTube and Facebook ranting. Here we go. See what we can do about the sound. Oh, no, I still did it wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to do a screen share. Remove it from the studio. Screen share instead. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna play this and hopefully we can get some good sound.
My chair was a little too low, I'm sorry. My chair was a little too low. I'm simulcasting. I'm live on the places that normally keep my live streams up and keep them recorded. So I'm currently live on Facebook, and I'm live on YouTube. So I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds to get in and get comfortable and grab yourself a snack. And we can talk about what we're going to talk about. I ain't gonna hold you long. Service is gonna be short because I gotta do my homework. Semester 4 at Berklee College of Music. 4 out of 9 working on a degree in piano performance. Okay? All right. Lots of things to discuss. 3 in particular. I'm on edge, so I'm letting you know right now. If you try me in these comments and I see it, you're done. Capital blocks, I don't care who it is. Any and everybody can get the business tonight. And I do mean any and everybody. Now,
you're supposed to be threatened because DJ mommy issues might hit the block button on you. Right, Robert L. Who gives a F? Exactly. Who cares?
Let's start with probably the most hottest topic out here, and that's Pastor Keion. Henderson from Lighthouse Church.
Now keep in mind, DJ Sassy Hennessy inserted herself into this conversation. She's the one who decided to get involved in posting about this. Nobody asked her opinion.
In the great city of Houston, I now call home, and the great state of Texas. What's up, St. James? Appreciate it. The moderators are on YouTube. Beautiful. A lot of people have so much to say about Pastor Keion Henderson, and I'm going to be very honest with you, so do I. Okay? I have seen the clip. You have seen the clip. We have all seen the clip at this point of Pastor Keion Henderson at this church. If you haven't seen the clip, go look it up. The gist of the story is this. They were having a moment in service. Looks like to me, it might have been toward the end of service. It doesn't look like it was the beginning of service. Personal opinion, might have been. I wasn't there, but I'm telling you what it looks like. And there was a lady in the choir. Choir was in a uniform. Looks like they were like in all white or something like that, light colors. So she was obviously in the choir stand behind the pastor in the pulpit. She had on her uniform. The moment must have been very serious, and I think the pastor was going for a particular mood, a particular feeling of some sort. And the lady was in high worship. I don't know what she was going through. Maybe had a light bill due. Maybe had a little bit to buy some food. Maybe need a pair of shoes. Waiting on her next paycheck. I don't know. Okay. But the woman seemingly was crying out in that moment. The musicians were soft. The choir, the music was soft. The pastor was in a soft tone. It wasn't a high moment, right? So clearly he felt that what she was doing was not necessarily, wasn't appropriate, and decided to call attention to it and have it stopped, right? And I saw, now, before we go any further, let me just say this. On my personal Facebook page, I'm live on my business, my fan page or business page. But on my personal Facebook page, if I have 5,000 friends, 4,400 of them I know from church. It is what it is. 4,500 of the people that I'm connected to, I know from church. That's everything from choir directors, choir members, deacons, missionaries, mothers, trustees, associate pastors, choir directors, and pastors. I can name 5 of them. My old pastor, Pastor Clarence Scores, Pastor Reggie Royal.
I'm back. Who cares who he knows? I'm gonna try. I didn't even bother trying to edit this, but I'm like, I don't want to bore y'all with all this. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. But he just said out of the 5,000 followers he has on his personal Facebook, 4,400 or whatever are from church. You know that's an exaggeration and a lie. But him being able to name 4 or 5 of them, don't she likes to, pick and choose and create her narrative. She's just so full of it.
We was in church. I grew up in Mars Hill. It's Baptist church now, but it was missionary Baptist when I was growing up. So you can understand the context in which I'm coming from. Yeah, I'm straight church. Ain't no doubt about it. And I don't know nothing else but church. You know this?
Church is for him like going to theater school. Church for Darius Crooks is like an actor who goes to Juilliard. He went to the best. He was a church kid, aka he was a church kid that turned into a church sissy, and he learned the ins and outs of church and uses it in his crimes as an adult scammer. people are supposed to be impressed with that. That's supposed to tell you something. That's supposed to make him in some way be trustworthy. As Alice says, he may know church, but he needs to get to know Christ. Exactly. I'm not impressed by you being a church sissy. That don't impress me.
Every time you see me cook, that's all I know, right? So then
every time you see me cook, that's all you know. All you see is me play church while I'm cooking. When I'm trying to indoctrinate my followers, I go to playing church.
I don't know church than me. I just don't go to church, and I have strong feelings about the church at this point in my life. I'm not going to stop you from going to church. That don't preclude my relationship with God, none of that. You see what I'm saying? That's all intact. You can see his hand is still very much alive in my life.
The devil blesses his angels as well, and not angels in a good way. The devil gives out blessings as well. Never allow someone's outer appearance of success and wealth fool you into thinking that that's the work of God. The devil is able to do that as well. And how you can tell the difference when the devil has done it is that there's always a downfall at the end of it. They don't get to enjoy it for long. It doesn't last forever. And that's what you watch with Darius Crooks. Some might say a Tabitha Brown, and I ain't putting her on no pedestal, but what I'm saying is it kind of looks different when it looks like God is blessing versus Satan. Satan is not going to give you as much and is also going to embarrass you. That's what we're looking at with Crooks.
So,
it also won't line up. What you say and who you are and what you actually do versus what you say, it also doesn't line up. But when God is in the midst, it's going to always add up. The math will always math when God is in the mix. When Satan is trying to bamboozle and hoodwink you, the math will never math. With Crooks, the math never math.
In the video, she cries out, and he, the pastor, I weren't there. At this point, I don't even know what to believe, because half of y'all say you was tuned in on the live stream. I didn't know he had this member. I said, my God, what a pastor. That he has all of my followers. Who knew that if I wanted to have a Darius Crooks family reunion, I just tune in to the Lighthouse Church, because I mentioned this, and now everybody is like, I watch him all the time. I was watching it. Or if you weren't watching it, you was there. I have to call Pastor Keion, because I did not know that he and I shared so many of the same followers. I had no idea that was even the case, right? Because all of y'all now
he just said I need to call. He's being sarcastic. Call Pastor Keion. Now that's making me think that he may know of Pastor Keion. So he could also be going so hard because this is one of his friends and one of his famous friends. And he want to go real hard to try to defend him so that in some way something rubs off on him. Maybe Shawnee O'Neal will give this grifter some level of making him seem legitimate. Might offer him a reality show or something. She always got an angle. She always got an angle. That's making me question. I knew she wanted attention and clicks and views. That was clear. We always know that. But is her angle also to get in good graces with Pastor Keion and therefore his wife, who has connections? Is that what that's about? Huh?
Well, I was there. I was watching. I said, oh, God, really? 1,000 of y'all? Wow. Okay, fine. For all of the purposes for today's conversation, 60 seconds prior to that 60 seconds and after that 60 seconds, you don't have any context, neither do I, before.
Neither do I. So why the hell are you doing a whole, not only a long ass 7-point post on it, but then you got to take to your YouTube and continue. And for him to do a video on YouTube and it ain't just cooking, that says a lot. You're doing a whole lot for something you ain't a part of, and neither are we. If it wasn't even for Pastor coming back and going on the Tamron Hall show, I wouldn't even done this story again. I would have moved on. It's not that important. This girl ripping and running on through the internet streets. Notice me when it comes to this. Y'all listen to me. She's so touched.
The 60 seconds, you don't have any context. Neither do I, right? So we don't necessarily know what was going on. What we did was we heard 60 seconds of the conversation of the video, and now we have now formed our full opinion. Now, I don't know if you grew up in church or not. Not really sure if you're new to church. If you haven't or you're not, and you're not used to the Black church, do me one favor and sit this one out. All right? I'm going to tell you why in 1 second. Do me 1 second. Do me one favor and sit this one out. This ain't the conversation for you. This is for you to listen and learn, not to give your opinion at this point, because it's not going to work. Okay? Now, I grew up.
He's blocking people. Him taking his time and hitting his phone in silence, that's him blocking people who are disagreeing with him. I'm done with this. Are y'all done? Are you done? I mean, there's more. He talked about, I don't know how long, because when I was recording this, I was actually getting dressed for my errands. Look at her. She's still going. It's 20 minutes in, y'all. Look at her. Wait, let me see, because she changes topics at a point. Let me see. Y'all saying, yeah, we done. Thank you. Thank y'all. I mean, y'all get the point. She doing a bunch of rambling and trying to tell people, if you didn't go to church or you're not part of the Baptist church, you need to shut up because you don't know. She totally missing the human part of this. What we've been talking about, the part that I've been focusing on is the, hold on, y'all, I'm trying to figure out how to unshare my brain tonight. The human part of it is it okay to treat someone like that in a public setting, regardless of church? Church does not completely put out social rules. You can't just be disrespecting people just because you're in the church and you're a leader. There's still a way you have to carry yourself.
I don't have to give a prophecy. So
she's still going. I'm trying to get to the part I need to be at. So
to get her money back from the bank, we good.
Okay.
Understand. So that means that this person who he is correcting is in a position of when you did it. And for those who are saying that's not how Jesus was, I want you to go back.
She really charged up, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't got it on for you. Let me just keep it on screen. I'm trying to find where she changes topics because that's what we're moving into next. I just don't know where. This is why I like to edit for y'all beforehand.
And it wasn't really that it was a close friendship.
Okay, here we go.
By nature.
Here we go.
Anything you have seen us do, it's me inviting her. Names of companies, person is gone. If I allow you to tell my business wrong, call him a weak pastor. No issues there. Now,
okay.
Let me move on because I gotta.
Okay, so we're moving on. I'm going to move us into the Darius Crooks Darius Crooks segment of this live stream. I'm going to play a quick commercial, take a swig of water, and then we're going to do the last segment of the second half of the show, and then we're going to get out here. We're making pretty good time. Oh, look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Y'all, I am having brain freezes left and right. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to take that down. And I also want to take this down. And then I want to take myself down. I'm going to play y'all a quick little intro. And then I'm coming right back. Take a swig of water.
5, 6, 7, 8. Why you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Then you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes, knowing that you telling them lies. You been telling them lies. I asked you about this. Yeah, you lied about it. I asked you about that. Yeah, you lied about it. Get them lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you would lie to his face. Damn, P-O-G-O. I guess you want to see how far your nose can grow. I said, P-No-G-O. I guess you want to see how far your nose can grow. Now, boo! Let's go. Start telling all them lies. Number one, let's go. Because I don't believe nothing you say at this point. Because all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Mama! 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 Mama!
All right, we are back with our second half of the show. So yesterday we talked about Darius Crooks and his toxic friend behavior, horrible friend behavior, as it pertained to his now ex-friend as of 24 hours ago, Pamela. Somebody tell me her full name, and hold on, I got it right here. Hold on, let me find my notes. What are my notes? Pamela J. Booker, who is or was the owner of Coils by Nature, a hair care, natural hair care company, hair care and skin care, if I'm not mistaken, company. From what I've been hearing, people are saying that her products were actually good. That wasn't an issue. She even made it into Target stores. She ran into financial situations. I don't know the inner depths of that. People sending me stuff left and right now. I don't know if that's going to come to light. But nevertheless, people have business. Entrepreneurs have successes, and they also have failures. And that doesn't make her a bad person in and of itself. Maybe some of the decisions she made with who she links up with, that's questionable, obviously. Promoting scammers over the survivors, kind of what makes people stop supporting your business. Maybe. But anyway, Darius Crooks and Pamela Booker were friends. People have given me updates. They've told me that they have actually been friends just as long as Darius Crooks has been friends with Crystal. The flying head dick hag in charge. I almost forgot their name. Crystal, his head D-hag in charge. Former. I think she's former head D-hag in charge. I think Breon has taken her title. I think Breon is coming for your title, Crystal. That's what I think. Breon Love, crazy ass. She coming for you. She doing a better job than you did too. You wasn't crazy. I just questioned your choices in life, but you wasn't. I ain't see crazy from you. I just saw bad decision making. Anyway, here's there were outings that Darius Crooks had done with Pamela Booker, as well as Kalila, who is now a part of this story. She is the owner of Mess in a Bottle. Looks like she makes like custom t-shirts that have, all these different sassy and messy sayings on them. And, supposedly she's been doing really well. Darius Crooks likes to attach himself to people that he feels are successful. He gets his value and self-worth from money, period, but then other people who have money as well. He's actually made mention to feeling like he needed to create new circles, and he wants circles of people who are rich and da-da-da. It does something for his self-esteem. It's very sad. It's very sad to be that superficial and shallow. So Darius Crooks linked up with these two ladies. He's known them for years. He's gone to dinners with them, et cetera, et cetera. And Coils by Nature, Pamela at Coils by Nature. I'm throwing out a poll question here. Poll question is, did you know that for the past 24 hours, Darius Crooks has been slandering two Black women entrepreneurs? Now, we just watched him do his whole diatribe promoting Pastor Keion and what some people would question as say is questionable behavior towards women. I'm not going to take it that far with the Pastor Keion, but a level of disrespect for sure that people will say. I'd say it's disrespectful. Darius Crooks is all for it. Yeah, that's what you do. You shut them down. It's the church. In the church, we do this. We disrespect people in the church. And if you don't know nothing about no disrespect, shut up. So Darius Crooks thinks it's a good thing. I don't think he thinks it's just a good thing because it's the church. I think he thinks it's a good thing because he likes to shut women up. Based on what I know. So quarrels by nature. She has problems, financial issues. She ends up closing her business, and it's permanently closed. Darius, we have a clip here. How my notes going? Darius Crooks, I basically gave an overview. We talked about it yesterday as well, but I know some of y'all, don't see every episode, so you may be joining tonight and weren't here yesterday. But know that they have been friends for years. She's even gone as far as to say that she's helped Darius Crooks out on multiple occasions. He even admits that she's a brilliant businesswoman and that she knows more about business than he knows. But she runs into a valley in her business world. She has some problems. And this Negro, yeah, that's when I was about to curse and trying to fix it. This ninja drags her for it in her down moment. She came to him for money. And I ain't locked in on like he should have gave her money. That's not what I'm saying. Because I ain't the kind of person to loan people money like that. But I'll help you. I'll help you figure it out, especially with resources. Supposedly the resources he got. He on IG lies now, begging to get them to buy them $9 pots for $100 with no lids, crock pots and dildos. Why he couldn't help his friend out? She asked for $25K. You say, hey, I can't give it to you, but I can help you, do a good sale or something. Help you get it. Right, Chocolate kicked her while she was down. Not in past tense, friend, kicking her, as in still doing it while she's down. So just for you who don't have a little background, when Darius Crooks was going through his scandal, the heat of it, he's still going through it. But at the height of it, when Darius Crooks was going through being drugged in public by Black Enterprise magazine, the Southern Grid, Forbes magazine, the Griot, you name it, the Shade Room, all over the place. Roland Martin, there's a bunch of them. Drug from Food Network. No brands want to touch him no more. He going through all of that. And everybody like he's a scammer. Pam had his back. She's sitting over there lying and bamboozling women for him. Being a pawn. He good to me? I don't know. They saying stuff. But even when I'm watching the newscast with Randy Travis, who's a Pulitzer Prize winning author, investigative reporter, looked like that was a joke to me. When they just sliding and talking about the doxing with the cookie jars. Yeah, it wasn't even nothing to take serious. I wouldn't even watch it if I was y'all. Sending them people off to protect Darius Crooks because he was your friend, because you was getting something out of it, because you thought what he doing to everybody else, because I know you knew some behind the scenes stuff. I ain't slow. I know you knew some behind the scenes stuff. But it was okay when it was everybody else. This is an example of her doing just what I described before we get to present day. This, for those of you who don't know what's happening, this wasn't recorded yesterday or last week. This was back in 2021. I don't know what month, but this is back in 2021, the clip I'm playing for you right now.
Yeah, the whole thing, I think the whole thing is ridiculous. But I think the biggest thing I could even learn from any of this is to keep pressing forward. Like, I have a lot of eyes on me, and I already told you, I'm working on my ad. I just got shit I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The tour is amazing. Tour is selling out. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I just got to keep moving, keep going forward. And I guess,
But like all the rest of them that try to come, they'll fall down by the wayside one by one.
It's so funny when I see moments like this with Darius Crooks is like, yeah, everybody who tried to come for me, they fell to the wayside. They quiet now. Oh, we done got rid of everybody. Meanwhile, literally everybody who was involved, I still see doing stuff. CJ, me, Sonny Anderson. Oh, I can't say everybody's name. Just trust me. Everybody ain't gone. All the people, Charles Stevens, I go down a whole list of people. All the people on Twitter, all the people in the coalition who was really active, they still doing stuff. He ain't got rid of nobody. Lying ass. He think because somebody ain't made a video or said something for her to notice that they gone. But that's also part of the gaslighting and trickery of it all. So they think he winning. And then he uses pawns like Pam. And she's not the only one. She is the one in this particular situation he used as a, see this successful Black businesswoman. Y'all know Pam. Pam is cool. Pam from Coils by Nature. This my friend. She good. She rich like me. Y'all could believe her, right, Pam? Yeah, I mean, I ain't never seen you do nothing. And what they was doing on that Fox Atlanta 5, that's just a joke. I don't even understand why they would be doing that. See, they don't even make no sense. Y'all ain't even got to pay no attention to that. Used as a pawn.
But, you know, and he's like, oh.
Thinking he loved her. You saw it yesterday, didn't you? We ain't done.
You quit going to Whole Foods and getting food from Whole Foods. Then he was like, when you cook, you said it.
This is the thing, right? So if I'm gonna buy food, I'm gonna go to Publix.
I don't even cook no more. Ramon and Quinn do all the cooking for me. So I'm just like, at some point, when y'all.
And this is rinse and repeat for Darius Crooks. And I'm working on it. I ain't gonna tell you everything I'm working on. But this is rinse and repeat for Crooks. When something major happens to him and he gets in trouble, he tries to flip the narrative. He runs really quick to his cult to indoctrinate them, create the new narrative that they're supposed to run with. Then he shows them a talent of his. He's going to play the piano. He's going to bond with them. He's going to either watch an old TV show or old YouTube clips with them. He's going to show them old videos of himself and talk about his career and what he'd been through, showing how accomplished he is, to pulling on, because he don't often have people on. It's very rare, actually, that he brings people on his lives. But then he's going to bring somebody on his live who's supposed to be connected to his personal life. And he uses them as pawns to prove that he's a good person. And that's what Pam was in this particular situation. He'll never have, he does not pull strangers on his show at all. Everybody who comes up has to be somebody he knows or they famous already or something like that. But he never pulls up strangers on his show. Except if he's doing like some wonky talent show thing. He's gone through stage. He ain't done that in a long time. She was a pawn all the time. I knew it. She didn't know it until yesterday. I don't know. Sometimes they be a little slow and they still don't get it. I mean, he says she's a brilliant businesswoman. He even admitted that while dragging her.
Keep it up, I guess. Yeah. This is gonna be in it for me.
That's it.
I know.
When they did that doxing thing, like a little bit of this with a little, I was like, really? It's not even a need to watch it. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's not, yeah. And I know, like, they tell one part of the story. They don't tell the part where the girl followed me to the barbershop. They tell the part where the girl put the shirt on my car. Yeah. They don't tell the part about the voicemail she left me where she was like, I have the time and the resources to make this as ugly as you want to make it. Call me a bitch again. And I'm like, I got the whole voicemail.
I have the voicemail. And I'm like, when have you ever? If somebody came to you and said, Darius called a black woman a bitch, you'd be like, now hold on. Either you said something, number one, or number two, that's not his character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear certain things, you got to be like, no.
When you be around somebody enough, it got to come out. So I'm just telling people what I have not seen, okay, or experienced. All right.
It has to come out. She just saying what she hasn't seen or experienced. That was her way of working her way out of it. If something came back where people like, you was vouching for him, blah, blah, blah. And she already know he a scammer like in real life. So she like, well, I'm just saying what I've seen. She ain't trying to see the truth. I don't know if she's trying to see it now though.
Yeah. And you will never. I would.
Mocha Goddess says, Darius calls women bitches all the time. Yes, he does. I totally skipped over this time. Y'all know yesterday I did a whole where I played the clips, our intro clip that shows him calling women bitches. It's a lot. We'll never get through it if we stop for every one of her lies to pull our receipts.
I got everybody information. Child, why all these people, 142,000 orders, and all of a sudden, and the girl who's starting the mess, Danielle.
So now he's saying that it was Danielle, and he always likes to throw out. CJ said that the other day too. He always likes to throw out, I got 100 and something thousand orders. That's supposed to prove that he's not a scammer. No, that proves you're good at scamming and grifting. That's all that proves. So this now, fast forward. So that was 2 years ago, what we just watched. No, well, whatever, 3 years ago now. Almost. So in 2021, that's the clip we just watched. Now, fast forward to, what is it, 24 hours ago? Y'all, I don't know. It's all be blurring together, all this drama. 24 hours ago, now Pam is speaking on, she's lost her business, and she's speaking on the relationship with her people, the people who didn't have her back.
I reached out to another friend, big on social, you know. I helped out this person a lot. This person told me, oh, that's a lot of money. You know, maybe we can like do some other shit. Right. But the people that I thought had my back, the people that I know got it, and I didn't help them out. They was like, oh, that shit showed me a lot about who people are and how they appear. And what they say out their mouth and what they do for real.
So then her eyes were open and she finally realized, or is realizing, what everybody's been saying about Crooks is true. She was a part of, what I tell y'all before, there's a such thing as an inner circle with Darius Crooks. And some of the D-hags are in it as well. That's what somebody was mentioning. I saw in the chat, I think I was watching a replay, where one of y'all mentioned the fact that he has his list of the D-hags who, without fail, no matter what's going on, they're going to get their orders. And so he has Shopify where he even admits to it. He got Shopify. He can see how many times people ordered or whatever. He prioritizes those people, the loyal people. The people who order for the first time, maybe even the second. If you got shortage of stock or some mistakes were made, screw them. But those loyal people, he gonna make sure, oh no, that's Miss Ann. Miss Ann been ordering with me for 7 years. She got 20 orders down there. You make sure she get a pot. I know we short, but make sure she get one. That kind of stuff. And then those be the ones, he always give me my order. I've ordered everything I order for him. I always get. They don't even realize what the grift is.
So the people that I reached out to, it's some other people, I ain't gonna name them, that they know who they are, who really helped me. And I could call them and they got me. But it's your favorites on here that they didn't have me. You know, so I feel like it shouldn't have been forced. So I didn't force it. For me to be able to ask took a lot. And for you to be able to say, oh, I'm not lending anymore. Told him everything. Told him the depths of it.
For those of you who may be joining late and may not understand, she's talking about DJ Skid Marks, aka DJ Crooks, DJ Darius Crooks, but she has never stated his name, not once.
So those two things, you know, it's just, I would do things so differently now.
So many people. But now look at me. Look at me and look at them.
N-A-T-U-R-E. Get it correct, because y'all like to tell my business wrong.
So after she left that, she went to her live. She left that message. She never said Darius Crooks' name. She's just very hurt. As you see, she's tearing up because somebody whose back she had, that she did a lot for. She never listed what she did, but she said she did a lot for. That person didn't have her back in her darkest, most down period, to the point that she lost her business because they didn't have her back. Then Darius Crooks, aka DJ Con Artist, he gets on her live ranting like this. Name was never mentioned, but a hit dog will holler.
Tell my business right. You like to tell it wrong. Tell it right. I ain't told her business. I don't know her business to tell. I do, but it ain't my place to tell. I'm telling my business as it concerns her. That's what I'm telling you. So it was last year she asked me for 20 or 25,000. I forget if it was 20 or 25. I found the text message and show it to you. But the reason she asked me for is because she was desperate. The reason she asked me for is because she was desperate. Anytime you come to me and we don't have a relationship like that and you need the money, you're desperate. And here's the thing, had Pam...
He really wanted to say, anytime you come to me, you desperate, because you already know I'm stingy as hell. That's what he wanted to say, but he had to fix it. Anytime you come to me and we ain't got no relationship like that, he wanted to say, period. Anytime you come to me, you desperate. You know, she's a con artist. She's a wordsmith.
And I told my friend Kim McCarter this, and I don't mind repeating it. I told Kim, and I think I may have said the same thing to Kendrick. I told them that if I had actively seen Pam working in her business and she just went through a business slump, then perhaps I might have been more willing to loan you $20,000, $25,000. Had I seen you in your business working, we have not seen a live demonstration in your business. We have not seen you use a product in your business. We have not seen you develop any new products. We have not seen you take us on a journey. In fact, Pam told me she had to change warehouses and she blamed it on somebody else. Everything she do that go wrong, it's a blame on someone else. There was never a moment where she says, I fucked up. I should have done this. I should have went about it this way. I should have gone about it that way. Maybe I looked at it wrong. It is never any, let me tell you something. If anything goes wrong in my business, three kings. What did I do? I don't care how embarrassing it is. I stood boldly. I owe you that responsibility. I'm never going to come to you and try to sell you a product or ask you for your money for some of my products, and then when things go south, not in the same boldness I asked you for it, come back and fill you in on what happened. That's a responsibility to your audience. That's a responsibility to your customers. We were loyal customers to Coils by Nature, and not one time have you come to us and said anything. That's like.
So I'm purposefully, we're just doing this is a recap so we can get to present day. So I'm not going to sit here and stop and say, and debunk all her lies like I did yesterday. If you want to hear my commentary on this piece of the video, you can watch our live from last night where I broke down this piece of it.
We shutting down tomorrow. I'm finna go to body yard.
But I did want to still say, we know she does not take accountability, and she did not for the Three Queens tour. Absolutely did not. We saw her flip the narrative and blame Jeremy. And she also blamed her D-Hags, saying that they were the problem because they are the ones who gave him conflicting information and said they were happy with the menu. But once he put the Hennessy-laden menu out, they didn't like it. It was their fault. Started with them, then it moved to Jeremy because that wasn't holding. That didn't stick too well. Who is that? Jackie. Every time I click, it then jumps. Jackie is saying the poor Uber driver. That's what I thought about that too when I was watching it again today. I said, that's right here in the back of an Uber, and somebody got to be listening to that. Her ranting and cursing and raving and probably hot breath all over the truck.
$20 million in Bali. I'm done with y'all. Goodbye. Oh, we was good for you back then, but we ain't good for you now? I'm sorry. I take issue with the fact that you take zero accountability. You take zero accountability, and you put the blame on everybody else. I got a problem with that. And then not only that, you get online and you don't tell the right story, and you got people thinking it's a sob story for you. And I don't even know about the journey, the Muslim thing, because she just recently became Muslim. Don't ask me. I don't know how you, girl. I don't know if it's a course you take, girl. I don't know if you sign up online, girl. I don't know if it's a mail-in application, bitch. I the fuck don't know. But she was, I know at one point, she was definitely Christian. Because she was, you know, she would be fake speaking in tongues. So I know she had Christian values. And I've heard her say things about Jesus before. But now all of a sudden, now she Muslim. She done had to change her heart, honey. She done found the Quran. She done started reading the Quran. Now she got the shit on her head and whatnot. And now she done had a service. And I'm not saying people can't change. You know what I'm saying? Girl, do what you need to do. All right? Whatever you need to do, girl, make it happen. But I just find it to be so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, and I know this is gonna end bad. I know this is gonna get back to her, and I know it's not gonna be in the most positive light. So I thought about that before I hit the go live button.
He knew this was gonna get back to her and not be in the most positive light. He the one dragging her. The rest of us just listening. He the one saying horrible things about this lady and calling her every name in the book and talking about how she's was a fake Christian and now she a fake Muslim. And I'm sure this gonna go bad. Delusion.
That's the stuff you got the beard stuff from. Yes, Brian, when you and I were in Atlanta together and I took you by her warehouse and you and I walked through her warehouse together and she was showing you all the new products that she was so proud of, and she gave you products for free. She gave you the soap and the oil and the butter and the this. Yes, that's the woman, the one I told you that I patronize, and I use her Tranquil Virility body butter for my beard. Yes, that's her. Yes. The one I so freely shared with you. Yes, that is the person. So before you go talking about, oh, he never did like her to begin with, there's Brian that just corroborated. When Brian was in Atlanta visiting me, I'm the one that took him by Course by Nature to see what was going on.
As I said yesterday, because some people be missing these pieces, and some of y'all be swaying in the wind like whichever way he blow y'all at the moment. He's saying he patronized her, and so you can't tell me I wasn't a good friend because you bought something from somebody. You know what I mean? Places out and bought and you know what I mean? Flea markets and art shows I bought stuff at. Don't mean I was those people friends, diehard friends. I was a customer. There's a difference between a friend and a customer. There's a difference between a repeat or a loyal customer and a loyal friend. Because a loyal friend would never do what you did and are doing and have done. You have tried to dismantle this lady's clean reputation in front of tens of thousands of people and your bots. That's not nobody's loyal friend. You delusional queen.
Okay. So I have full right and responsibility to feel the way I feel. Yes, I told you she was closing. I thought she was just closing just to close. I did not know she was closing because she wanted to tell you she was forced to close because of the $17,000 that Sorry, my phone was ringing. The $17,000, and that they went to court, and whatever the case may be. Yeah. I thought the way she put it, and that's why I'm taking issue with this, is because the way she set it up was that she was taking accountability for the fact that things had gone south, right? Now you're putting the blame on everybody else. Then in one of her comments, so she posted something afterward, like you know how you go back and you clarify something you said in the live stream. One of the things, and it was like a number, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She put it in the comment section, and one of the numbers she said is, you know, I reached out to friends for help, and you didn't help me, but you have boundaries. No love lost, no respect, or something like that. No love lost, or no lost respect, or something like that. Girl, we had boundaries and motherfucking sense.
This just hit me. There's always, man, y'all, when I get time and a research assistant, I'm claiming it for this year. I'm gonna be putting this stuff together even more masterfully than we have thus far. If you notice something about everybody that Darius Crooks turns on, it's because she gets her feelings hurt from her interpretation of something that they said. Remember with me, well, it wasn't an interpretation. I definitely said what the F I said. With me, remember, he says, yeah, and Lavelle, it was in a Facebook post. Now, this part was a lie. He talking about I posted on Facebook. If Darius Crooks wants to take his life, let her. And because she's effed this one all up, she needs to start all over again. Something I said to that effect. That was in the friends group where everybody else was going off about her too, but I got a slick ass mouth. And so I said what I said, and I still say it today. Start over. Because you done still effed it up. You got a second chance and effed that up too. So that was that moment for him that he was like, ooh, I can't stand Vel B no more. Oh, I can't stand him. Then we fast forwarding. I can give you one for each person. Even the kitchenista, though, remember, well, some of y'all don't know this, but for some of y'all who know, remember the part that bothered him about the kitchenista, and he never knew her in real life, never knew her. This was all on social media only. I don't think they ever seen each other in person still to this day. I don't think they have. Remember, she was on Twitter with other chefs, and Darius Crooks had his lasagna garbage, collard green lasagna garbage floating through the internet, and it was going a little viral. They were commenting on how much of a mess it was, and the flavor profiles were off and all of that, and they're critiquing it from the perspective of real professionals who really have a love for the art. What bothered Crooks, for one, that they were talking about it, and they weren't the only ones, y'all. It's like people talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. And imagine Drake picking out one of our comments and getting mad at us, and then posting it on his page in front of his millions of people to say, see, this is why it's horrible that black people can't support black people. That's what Darius Crooks did because he was a fan of the kitchenista. And then when he hit her up, I think he hit her up in her DMs or something, or maybe just in the thread. When he hit her up and he said, you know, we black people, we need to stick together. You know, she loved to use that, the church, the black people grift, the all that stuff. So she tried to use that on the kitchenista. The kitchenista was like, just because we black don't mean we got to stick together. Oh, that hurt that old damaged man child, that old big boy stuck in a bariatric body. Oh, her feelings was so hurt. DJ Dookie Drop couldn't take it. Posted it on her page, Darius Crooks, aka DJ Drainbags, posted it on his social media to show his followers and say, this is a shame. You know, all I'm trying to do is collaborate and black people can get along, and posted what the kitchenista replied to him. Then they came attacking her. It's always her feelings get hurt. Then we fast forward more recently. It's other people. I ain't got time for all that. We got to keep this show moving. Jeremy, remember, just this is what we in, what was that? January? February? We're in May now. Remember, he says that Jeremy posted, damn, if I can remember, I almost had to quote, but Jeremy posted on his page that I can't remember. It was something. He never said Darius Crooks' name though, but it was something to the effect of damn, I can't remember, y'all. I don't know if some of y'all remember, but it was something to the. I know he said in the live video, the God is not the author of chaos, but he said something that Darius Crooks took offense to, and Darius Crooks repeated it verbatim. No, I think he repeated it verbatim from the video. Anyway, it's been a while, but it was Darius Crooks did just what he's doing now with Pam, where and just like he did with me, and just like he did with the Kitchenista, and just like he did with Jeremy, he's now doing it with Pam. It's something his little tissue paper feelings got hurt over, and then she go on a fucking rampage. She's a damaged human. Well, is she human? She's a damaged DJ fish-eyed fool. And she tells on herself every time. If you pay attention, you see the cycle. She's so damaged, she can't get off the hamster wheel of drama and chaos and hatefulness.
Girl, we had boundaries, number one, and we had fucking sense, number two. We had boundaries because we know how business works. We had sense because we know we have not seen you work in your business. If you, y'all don't know this. Y'all need to know this. Girl, if money get tight, girl, you're supposed to work in your business. Your business supposed to be working all the time. All the time.
Okay, I'm skipping some of this. I'm trying to get to...
You might be bulked up, but if you were bulked up selling that to your own customers, girl, it is you 150% every day, all day, twice on Sunday. And that is where I take issue. I'm sorry. And speaking of taking issue, I got an issue with Kalila and messing the bottle.
So does anyone know the origins of the Kalila issue he's taken? That DJ Mean Girl, DJ Mech Hater? Do we know why she's on Kalia? Because I have not figured that part out. What was Kalia's infraction? And then Kalia comes in the chat. I'm gonna go at least to that part. Kalia comes in the chat, and Kalia saying, "Hey everybody, I can't hear something. LOL." She say, "You lying DJ Matty Beard, DJ lie a lot." She ain't say none of that, and he immediately blocks her. I ain't got time for this. See, I'm she can go too, and I'm blocking her. She hadn't said nothing. She just came. She hadn't said anything offensive. She just came in the chat, and I'm like, "Where's all this fire he got for Kalia? What'd she do besides for supposedly not working in her own business?" Now he not an investor in her business. Her own business ain't got nothing to do with him. He feel like she ain't working hard enough in it. That's an infraction? What? So other than that, I don't know what she did wrong as a friend to cause her to get dragged and her business to be put out there. I haven't seen it. I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know, because from what I see, I'm like, what is this? This is her. She's having an episode. DJ Crotch Fire is having an episode.
A whole issue with Kalila messing the bottle. That's why I gotta go out to Bali, girl. I was not this messy in Bali. Girl, you have to follow these people to understand these stories. You have to go look and see what these people have been posting and the spirit in which they've been posting. Pam and Kalila both. I think Kalila said it and Pam commented and agreed. I'm friends with them both on Facebook. I probably won't be no more, but I'm friends with them on Facebook. Kalila said, this is the first year I did not run a Black Friday sale, and I'm okay with it. Okay? I'm okay with it. Pam commented and chimed in, I agree. Now, if I was, you know, girl, if I was in my messy era, I would go pull up the post, put the screenshots on the screen, do a YouTube. I don't care that much. I care, but not that much. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing all that. But Kalila wrote that. Now, Kalila runs Mess in a Bottle. It's in Baltimore. You've seen the t-shirts, the whole bit, right? She was doing t-shirts for these, t-shirts for that. Super excited. brilliant mind, beautiful person, just had a new baby. I think she just ended up getting married as well or something like that. Lovely person, right? I've had lunch. You've seen pictures with us. We've had dinners together. You've seen the whole bit, right? You've seen it all.
Beautiful person. I'm just like, where's this energy, for this toxic energy from DJ Fungus coming from for her then? I'm lost.
A couple of years ago, when Kalila was doing Black Friday, she was completely overwhelmed, right? And you could remember, she don't have no staff because she let them go, girl. She not working in the business. She not making no money. You're not making no money, you can't pay your staff. If you're not making no money, you can't pay your staff. That's why she don't have no staff. See, the girls be trying to say one thing, and girl, I know the truth. The girls say one thing, and I know the truth. And so the truth shall set you free today, okay? So she, a couple years ago, I want to say like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, it happened 2 Black Fridays in a row. Mind you, she gets online on social media, on Instagram. She's crying and boo-hoo down. I'm trying to do my best and it's just so much and y'all just don't know and y'all keep emailing and I'm trying to work on doing your stuff. Girl, if you know you're running a sale for Black Friday and you've been in business for longer than 2 weeks, why are you reactive and not proactive?
There you go. Thank you, Melly92, because that's the part I left off of my commentary. It's the rejection that triggered him in all of those situations. Me saying she want to take her, because that's when she was claiming the mental health things. Y'all know, if you know and if you haven't, go back to our food truck video. It's got the food truck on the thumbnail with the fire around it. It's a 3-part series. It's 3 parts, but that's where I break down Darius Crooks' fake mental health breakdown from Chicago and how he tried to put out that he like he was, this is after the fact, and I knew better. This is the only reason I said that. If I really thought this girl was going to take her life, I would have never said that. The truth is, she's too narcissistic, and I knew it way back when. And I knew she was also grifting and trying to cover up her crimes. So I knew she wasn't going to do it, and that's why I said it. But anyway, Darius Crooks, way back when, was claiming mental health issues. And because I didn't buy into it and I said what I said, because he had scammed us by then, she felt rejected by me. Before then, it was just she had got over on me, and that was fine because that benefited her. But to have me turn around and reject her for scamming me and betraying my friendship and my trust, how dare I reject her? That was the problem. Jeremy, Kitchenista, I admired your work. I was a fan of yours. How dare you reject me? Jeremy, I was using you for my next grift. And although I was going to jack it up and cancel it anyway, because I decided I ain't really want no partners and I ain't really want to share in thoughts and deal with negotiating and collaborating. And my ego was bruised because these tickets didn't sell right away. Although all that's true, how dare you reject me by quitting before I left you alone? Pam, although I could care less about you, watch you have to close your business when I could have easily helped you. None of that matters. How dare you reject and have a problem with the fact that I wasn't there for you? Damaged man child.
Why are you reactive and not proactive? This is another one. You cry about not having no money. You cry about the business not doing good, but you ain't introduced no new products. You ain't doing no fucking community work at all. All you are doing is putting out a product, hoping people buy it. You are not doing anything. You are not spending time with your community. You are not bringing your community along on no journey. You are not hanging out with your community. You are not putting things together for your community. All you are doing is saying, I have a product and nobody's supporting my.
You're not going live with your audience 15 times a day and indoctrinating them and making sure they wake up to you and making sure that they can't go to sleep without seeing you. So you can then buy dry bag and have them buying your dildos and crock pots and create drama and then get them discount codes and they look forward to the drama so they can get a discount code. You don't have a good business model.
Product. I just blocked her. Sorry. I let her go. I blocked her. Not even interested. Not even interested. Her and Pam can both go. I told you, today, anybody can get it, including her. Today, anybody can get it, including her. I just blocked Kalila for messing about her. Legit just blocked her for messing about her. She cried out 2 years ago.
So let's see. We're done with that. I'm over it. Let's see what Kalila was saying to get herself blocked from Darius Crooks' world. Toxic ass world. She don't know it's a blessing in disguise. Oh, I can barely see that. She came in the chat. She said, LOL. She said, hey, y'all. And then she said, we can't hear you. And I don't know if this other one, I don't know if it's in here or not, if it get cut off. Oh, I got this covered up by the comment. Hold on. Then she says, I love you guys. And this old toxic DJ Dentures, DJ Damaged Soul, I ain't trying to deal with her. Block her. I don't care. Block. Everybody can get it. Block. She is crazy. DJ Krusty Crumbles is crazy. DJ Call It Grift is crazy. This woman came in this chat, the one who he dragging, who ain't did nothing but in Darius Crooks' world, she ain't did enough with her own business. She got a little lazy or whatever, and he feel like she ain't doing enough, and she complaining about struggling financially, etc., and she ain't did enough in her own business that he ain't got nothing to do with, and he mad about it and want to drag her to thousands of people. And she still come in with that flying monkey energy because she doing it too. Oh, they business owners. She got it. She's a flying monkey, clearly. Got it. Hey, call it what it is. I heard you talking about me. Master friend? Because she like a friend and he's still the master. Master friend? Hey, y'all. We can't hear you. Love you guys. Oh my God, I got blocked. She got shot out the sky. She got a block bullet to her skull. And she was still, he's sitting there calling her lazy and all that. And she like, I can take it, master. I think it's my turn to, And then, boom, I love you, Wow. She followed the rules. The rules of a cult leader is you never question the cult leader. The rules of a cult leader is you never stand up to the cult leader. The rule of the cult leader is you take the abuse and you smile when you're getting it. She did all of it. She followed the cult leader rules and still got put out the cult. Oh, Kalia. But not really. It's deliverance, friend. If you want to get deprogrammed, welcome. Somebody said the other day in the chat, I'm deprogramming. So, hey, I'm accepting my calling. So, oh, Jesus. Then the example I played yesterday, and I'll just play it for those of you who may not have seen it. This is how DJ Spawn of Satan, thank you for that one, CJ. DJ Spawn of Satan, this is how she handles when she has a friend in financial need. another, business entrepreneur friend. This is how she handled it. I'm gonna drag you. Oh shoot, I'm about to skip a whole segment. Sorry. First of all, we got to do this. Darius Crooks wasn't done after that rampage we just watched. Darius Crooks took to his Facebook and I think Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, and posted this. CJ, who happens to be here in the chat this evening as well, on Twitter, posted, "The biggest mistake a Black woman can make is coming to hashtags Darius Crooks to ask him for help. We've seen this before. We saw Chantel do this as well. Chantel's Justin Till in Sanford, Florida. She did this as well. And what he do? He put it out there. Remember the lady who she was a D-hag, and she unfortunately passed away. And her friend or family member reached out to Darius Crooks to see if he could just do a 2-minute video or a video of some sort, sending well wishes to her for the funeral. And she said, if you don't mind, it's up to you. I understand if you say no. He said, okay. He never gave him the video. The lady sends him another message saying she was disappointed, but she still sent a picture of the obituary where they mentioned Darius Crooks. Darius Crooks took that picture of the obituary, posted it on his social media to act as if he was really there for that family. This what she do. And that ain't the only one. That was what's coming to my mind right now. CJ goes on to say, he will turn on you the first chance he gets. Put your business on blast and smile while he does it. Darius, and she says this loud, does not like Black women. The quicker y'all realize that, the better. To further prove it, she put in the screenshots that Darius Crooks has all on his social media platforms. Darius Crooks not only drug, just in case some of y'all joining late and don't know who we're talking about, Coils by Nature. Not only did he drag this poor woman after she literally has just had to close her business, not only did he do that, he then posted their personal text messages. Now, mind you, she don't think she in the same category as the D-hags and the D-have. She thinks she a real friend to him. Or maybe she was to him, but he wasn't to her. Let me close up this poll card just so my polls are clear. Did you know that Crooks spent the past 24 hours slandering 2 Black women entrepreneurs? 52% of you did know, 48% of you didn't know. And now you know. The more you know. Then we got super sticker. Who's that? Positive Vibes Only. Thank you, friend. Says she said love and it freaked him out. Is that what it was? It was the word love because she don't know what that is. She can't identify it. It scared her. That's very possible. That's very possible. So Darius Crooks, after the video we just watched, then put this text message out about her, of a text message exchange between he and her. Because this is about him. This ain't about this woman who grieving the loss of a business and probably experiencing personal financial challenges as well. Her message to him, Pamela, hey, Darius, I'm coming to you as a friend, businesswoman, and Capricorn. So they probably been bonding up. We a Capricorn, we business people, we smart, we got money. Capricorn. All that. I'm in a very difficult time right now. I feel like nothing is working. The anxiety and depression and feeling of being a complete failure is getting to me. Darius Crooks has social media posts where he talks like this. And I think those were real. Darius Crooks got her ass is arrogant as hell now. But she has her self-esteem issues. That's why she always on the operating table. That's why she's chasing money the way she do. She's unfulfilled. So she knows what it's like to have depression. She always got anxiety because she don't know the moment, the day, or the hour that the FBI and the feds or the IRS is coming down on her or whatever other governmental or international agency. Because she's working on international scams now, so it's going to be even bigger than the FBI. But anyway, she says, I need help. I feel like I have no one to turn to who can understand and not judge. And yet she turned to Darius Crooks, and what did she get? Judged. Judged in front of everyone. Oh my God, like thousands of people. Can you imagine being this vulnerable to somebody and they doing this, what we just watched? Wow. She says, is there any way you can loan me $25K? I will be able to pay you back before the end of the year. I truly understand if you don't want to mix business and friendship. She thought they were friends. And if you're not in the loaning business, but I had to ask. I feel like it's slowly slipping away. Thank you for listening. Love you. Aw. This is Darius Crooks' reply. DJ Edible. Well, hold on. DJ Edibles. DJ Easy Bake. Replies. You know I love you. I can't do that. I've watched, look at how long it is, y'all. You know I love you. I can't do that. I've watched from the sidelines and I vow never to say anything unless you came to me. So you see a friend suffering and you see they could be doing better. You don't think like you could find an opening to offer some suggestions? I've watched you on this downward spiral and it's got me concerned. When I called you after you broke down on live, I meant what I said to you. Pam, I haven't seen you work in your business at all. Like you used to. You used to be excited and passionate. I'd see you demo your products online, answer people's questions, rally up your community, etc. Something has happened. I haven't seen any new products or ideas. And you know I'm always the first to support. I'm using tranquil virality right now. As your friend, that's got me concerned. Coming to me for $25K is huge. From the outside looking in, it makes me skeptical to loan it, especially since I've not seen much with your business. Also, you mentioned to me before that you were waiting on a bulk of money to come in. I'm assuming that didn't happen. That also makes me skeptical to explore loaning you the cash. That doesn't mean I don't want to help. You know more than I do about business, but I'm just not seeing any real push with KBN that would make me feel comfortable. If you're open, I'm open and willing to sit with you and work. Well, put it on for y'all too. This is my first time reading this, y'all. So this part of that message with the other was sitting, come to you. Work through a plan to help you get KBN where you see it going. I'm definitely open to that. Did that actually happen? Pam then replies, we were ripped off by our accountant, missed $87,000 in COVID relief money. We have a body care line completed. We have new products. It's just been hard, and dealing with the death of my father, almost losing my marriage. It's just been a heavy couple years. Thank you for all of the love and support. Who of us who have not gone through trials and moments in life where things are out of our control, loss of loved ones, loss or challenges in our relationships, where we haven't fallen off a little bit? And again, I'm not saying that Darius Crooks owed this lady anything. But did she deserve this? And I thought, I think I pulled it in. Do I pull it in? I did. Hannah Drake. Oh, let me put this poll question out first. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm rushing and skipping like things I'm doing in a moment. Do you think that Darius Crooks handled this situation properly? So meaning him going live and all of that. We see the text message, but I think Hannah Drake made a great point. I got to be able to read it on my side, though. I can read it from there. I can read it from here. Hannah Drake says, I don't know how to explain this, but you know how some people write messages in a way that they know the messages more than likely will be displayed later. That's how he responds. His response reads to me. So what Hannah Drake is saying is that she thinks that this was a preemptive kind of response from Darius Crooks, knowing that one day her business probably would fall apart. His name might get brought up because he's not, being a good friend, etc. And that he's doing this preemptive. I'm going to type this out so if I ever need to use this as a receipt that I had her back with no action, but all words. Because remember, she even in Pam's response, she said that she's had Darius Crooks back and did a lot for him. I don't think that just means giving him free products. I feel like what she's saying is she's helped him in a lot of ways that maybe she could have even charged him for. People have said that she is the one who helped him get his warehouse and I guess learn how to run it logistically. And it took him a long time, but at least he got Tammy up in there now. Then Make It Make Sense says everything #Darius Crooks does is orchestrated. He needed to sound superior in that moment and make her feel like ish, that she asked for the money. The real deal is that he didn't have to give it. There's no way he should be this bothered that she closed. It's been months. That's the thing. It's like the energy doesn't match the situation. Then on Twitter always got the receipts. I love Twitter. They also posted this. Make It Make Sense says, or he's lying again, says, Darius Crooks said Pam of Coils by Nature was lazy and hasn't developed a new product. And yet she has an A+ rating with the BBB and great customer service. Darius Crooks has many products, claims to have money and staff, but has an F and a public warning from the Better Business Bureau not to do business with him. I don't know how many of y'all been around long enough that y'all saw me cover that a multitude of times, actually. But know that we covered that the Better Business Bureau put out a public notice to not do business with Darius Crooks to the public. Like, we warning y'all. Y'all will keep buying from him if you want to. But we saying this is not a good business to buy from because he got a straight up F. Close out this poll. Do you think that that situation was handled properly by Darius Crooks? 100% of y'all say it was not. Thank you, Jesus. Because I swear we've been having so many flying monkeys up in here saying crazy stuff. I'm curious. Did you, oh geez, my typing now. That the BBB gave a public notice on Crooks. I'm tired now, so I don't even know if that makes sense. Did you know that the BBB? So, question out there, poll question. Did you know that the Better Business Bureau of Atlanta sent out, literally posted it to their website, put it out on the internet, warning, do not do business with Darius Crooks, Inc. He has multiple claims against him and never responds to solve any of his customers' issues. Darius Crooks' response to that was, I don't need to work with the Better Business Bureau. BBBD's nuts even created t-shirts, had the flying monkeys buying t-shirts saying BBB these nuts, and said that his customer service is so good that he don't have to use the go through and rectify and resolve issues through the BBB because he handles it all in-house. If you did, people wouldn't be at the BBB. But they ate it up. Flying monkeys ate it up. No, our master ain't gotta do that. He ain't gotta do that. I always get what I order. Fucking Ponzi scheme. Idiots don't know what a Ponzi scheme is. You lucked up, idiot, bird brain, flying monkey, D-hag, deplorable. So I'm not gonna play it because I'm ready to get off. About to be 3 hours, and I gotta come back tomorrow. I gotta come back with more. It's tomorrow Thursday. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Wednesday, right? Tomorrow Wednesday. Yeah. So we got a hot topic show again. So I gotta do that up. But I want y'all to know, and maybe Thursday, Friday, we'll get more into, I don't know, shit. I'm tired of talking about this, to be honest. I don't know. With her, though, she be stirring up stuff. It might be some more to talk about with this. But just so you know what I was playing for you earlier, Darius Crooks in this particular live here, let me take this off screen. In this one, where he was talking about the Pastor Keion person, he then went into ripping apart Pam again. He did it in the other video, riding in the Uber with his hot breath all in the man's back of the man's neck or woman neck, the Uber driver's neck. Gets to the hotel and starts to do it again. I'm just playing a little touch of it so y'all can see her. Not only Pam, but then also Kalila from Mess in the Bottle.
Practice and do my homework. I need to talk about, I had 3 points to make. One was Pastor Keion, which I've exhausted at this point. You understand where I'm at. The second one is coils by nature, and the third one is mess in a bottle. If you don't know who they are, don't worry. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to give you names. I'm going to spell them out, because what you like to do is you like to take what I say and twist my words upside down. So before I allow you to tell my business wrong, I'm going to tell it. First of all, hold on. Who are you? His processor, hold on 1 second. He ignored our emails and live streams. She had to get her money back from the bank. We good, but he didn't do right. Happened in Wisconsin. I'll post the dialogue. Don't worry about it, Mama Karen. Karen Ferguson is gone. Anybody else want to go her way, you let me know. Ash is dust to dust. First of all, this is Mama Karen, my godmother. You're not going to talk to her no any kind of way and think I'm not going to step inside. You understand me? There will be respect around here. Plain and simple.
Ninja, fuck your respect. Nobody respects you. Fucking DJ Diarrhea, DJ Krusty Crumbles, Captain Collard. Nobody respects you. Whoever that was who was said that they gonna post a whole, it looked like he scammed them and they had to go through their bank and said that they have some receipts. Here we is. This is where we put it all out there. That's darkness over there, and we shine a light on it from over here. So if you want to share that with me, if any of y'all know who that was, I ain't paying no attention. Oh no, because the chat is not in that video. If y'all happen to been there, know who it is or something, send them my way. They can scrolling across the bottom of the screen is my VIP text community, 312-847 something or something. I always forget the last 4 digits. 312-847-2346. They can send me the receipts, and even if they want to do a quick little interview or leave a voice message and tell their story, we all about exposing Captain Bacon Hips over here. Not a problem. I wanted to play this last little clip, and then we're going to get out of here. Just a reminder of what it's like when a healthy person has a friend who says they're in need, a business friend, and what they do. And this is from Pinky, aka the owner of Slutty Vegan. This is what she did when, this is probably why he got a problem with Kalia, though, I think, because he hates Pinky from Slutty Vegan. And we're going to get into that story deeper one day. But for those of you who don't know, the quick overview is Pinky from Slutty Vegan's restaurant was right next door to Darius Crooks's defunct restaurant, Greens and Gravy, that failed plentiful health inspections. Her business is still there today. His only lasted, 2 years, y'all? Something like that. Maybe 3. She's still in business. They were, I guess, cool at some point, but he was trying to sabotage her business because she needed some repairs needed. And I think I hear 2 versions. Like some people say it was the plumbing. Then I also heard it was like everybody saying it's petty issues, that he was being petty with her. She needed to get access to his side of the business in order to get repairs done for her so she could fully operate. And he was blocking her from being able to do it because he was jealous because she always had lines. We know how popular Slutty Vegan was, and no one nobody coming next door for that salty ass diabetic inducing soul slop. So he was hating on Pinky, and she's only grown from there, and he now hates her. That's it. And Kalia got help from Slutty Vegan. That seems. And Darius Crooks' food photographer, Madeline, works for. Now she's an independent contractor business owner, but she started working for Slutty Vegan. She was taking pictures of Slutty Vegan's food for her restaurants, I guess menus or whatever, promo stuff. And she did also a book that was published in one of the major publishers, like one of the New York publishers. And I think it's got something to do with Slutty Vegan. All Crooks is livid. So Slutty Vegan keeps being in his connected to people in his world. And he starts turning on those people. He also fell out with Madeline because Madeline was working with Slutty Vegan. Oh, y'all, this rabbit hole go deep. There's this web of deception, and she want to act like she doing so great, and everybody hating on her, and everybody this girl is the most depressed DJ Alibaba stunt queen I've ever seen in my life. Hateful for no reason.
I ain't even about to make a long video.
Just for those of you who don't know what's happening, this is Slutty Vegan talking about what happened when Kalia from Mess in a Bottle came to her saying, hey, my business struggling. I need money and it's going to go down if I don't get it. This was her solution.
All I'm about to tell y'all is, look how much money we raised for Mess in a Bottle in 36 hours. 36 hours. We raised $34,000 for this brand, y'all. $34,000 in 36 hours. She don't have to pay that money back. It's not going to dilute her business. All she got to do is fulfill products. $34,000. That is the power of group economics. So I'm not going to make this video long. We got to run it up for her. We're not done yet. If you have not been to Mess in a Bottle, go to www.messinabottle.com and buy your product. Mother's Day is coming up. Father's Day coming up. Buy something for somebody's birthday. We're going to get her to $50,000. And remember, write in the comments on my last post that you purchased, and I'm giving one lucky person 15 days of free mentorship on me. Every day I'm talking to you. Every day we talking about your business. What you want? What you doing? Like, I'm going to help you. So messinabottle.com. At Mess in a Bottle on social media. We are going to run it up for this business. And I need everybody to tag their favorite celebrities, their favorite influencers right now in the comments and tell them to watch this video so that they can post it on their page so that we can get her to the $50,000. And I think that we can get it there. So drop their names in the comments, tag somebody and tell them they need to watch this video and share Mess in a Bottle.
So her solution was not only to actually help this other Kalia, the businesswoman, not only to help her, but to also help those who help her with free business consultation. And she didn't even loan her the money. And she didn't talk about, hey, if you want some suggestions of some money. She said, here's a plan, girl, come here, let's do this. Poll question I'm closing out, last one. Did you know that the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, gave a public notice on Darius Crooks? 70% of you said yes. 30% of you said no. This is why we do the work we do, because we never have 100% on this stuff, because there's a lot of people who still don't know. And that's 2 years old, ain't it, y'all? Something like that now. Time has been flying. I swear I don't feel like we've been at this long. But anyway, we will see what tomorrow holds. Hopefully, if there's no new drama with Crooks, girl, calm down, girl. Give us a break. There's no new drama with Crooks. We're just doing all hot topics, and then we'll handle her on Thursday and Friday. So with that, thank you to my moderators on the front end, Marlena B, Alice, and Marianne, and Donna Hammond, and who am I thinking of? Oh, Jesus, my brain. Oh my God, and I can't see your name. You're probably gone now. But everybody, all my moderators on the front end, and Don Smart, that's whose name I was trying to think of. Don Smart and everyone else. If you haven't as of yet, please hit that like button. If you're watching on the replay, please hit that like button and subscribe if you have not as of yet, and share this video, because sharing is caring. So with that, until next time, well, till tomorrow, I will see y'all tomorrow evening between the 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time period, but I will send out the notifications per usual. So with that, I'm going to, I don't know, sing y'all out with something, I guess. I don't know. I forgot to figure it out. Here we go. Hold on. I should have did this first. Okay, forget it. Y'all get it wherever it lands. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
48. What's 48? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 feet. This 4 feet tall. This about 4 feet. This about 2 feet. This 2 more feet. This tallest it goes to 48. That's it. It's not meant for me. It's meant for Maria. I love this mob. Girl, it don't the fuck go up. Extendable telescope, 22 to 36 inches or 36 to 48. Bitch, you got 2 choices. 22 to 36 or 36 to 48. That's it. It don't go no fucking higher than that. Okay? Now, do you want the flow clean or not? What the fuck do the size of the mop got to do? Girl, twist. I have twisted. Do you, girl, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll talk to y'all later.
5, 6, 7, 8. Why you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go. Because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Then you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes, knowing that you telling them lies. You been telling them lies. I asked you about this. Yeah, you lied about it. I asked you about that. Yeah, you lied about it. Get them lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you a lie to his face. Damn, P-O-G-Yo. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. I said, P-No-G-Yo. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. Now, boo! Let's go and start telling all them lies. Number one, let's go. Cause I don't believe nothing you say at this point. Cause all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie.